off and playing shortstop, number 15, Kitty Mojica. Batting second baseman, number 14, Abel Nieves. Batting third baseman, number 32, Juan Solerio. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 55, Dennis Smith. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 10, Devontae Richardson. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 6, Tony Delmonico. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 7, Kevin Taylor. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 4, Luke Bailey. And ninth, designated hitter, number 27, Brian Wiley. Pitching for the Lemurs tonight, number 44, Brett Holly. Rio managed by number 5, Pete Incanelia. Here now, starting lineups for your Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Leading off, playing left field, number 3, Chad Mozingo. Batting second, the second baseman, number 2, Frank Salerno. Batting third, the catcher, number 15, Charlie Valerio. Batting fourth, designated hitter, number 32, Stephen Gartrell. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 30, Joe Dunnigan. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 24, Michael Antonio. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 36, Joe Staley. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 29, Drew Garrett. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 6, Zach Hempray. And starting on the mound tonight for the RedHawks, number 21, Taylor Stanton. RedHawks are led by Independent Baseball's all-time winningest manager, number 33, Doug Simic.
Now it's time for the Laredo Lemurs pregame show. Laredo Lemurs baseball is brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Swimming, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. And now here's Bill Harrington with the Laredo Lemurs pregame show.
All right, Lemurs fans, thanks for joining us tonight. Bill Harrington coming to you live from Fargo, North Dakota. After a 26-hour bus ride, the Laredo Lemurs have made it up to Fargo. Got into town last night around 3:30 a.m., unloaded the bus, and they got into the hotel, got a few hours of sleep under their belt, and they're out here ready to go, coming out tonight against the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks here at Newman Outdoor Field in Fargo, North Dakota. So it should be a fun night. The Lemurs coming off a 3-game sweep of the Lincoln Salt Dogs, and the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, well, they're not faring too well as of right now. Kind of a surprise to me. Fargo usually does well, but out of the box this year, they're only 4-10, and they're 8.5 games back in the North Division in the American Association, and they've lost 2 in a row, and that was against the Wichita Wingnuts, one of the division rivals for the Laredo Lemurs. Lemurs come in tonight's ball game with a record of 6 wins and 7 losses on the year. They're looking to get back to 500 here tonight and they currently sit 3.5 games back behind the Wichita Wingnuts, who are at 9-3 on the season. They sit in first place. Joplin is at 8-3. They're in second place, only a half game back behind the league-leading Wichita Wingnuts. So how'd things work out for the Lemurs in their last ball game? Well, it happened on Wednesday night back at Uni-Trade Stadium in Laredo, Texas, and the Lemurs ended up picking up a 7-6 victory over the Lincoln Salt Dogs to help the Lemurs sweep the Lincoln Salt Dogs. That was the Lemurs' first sweep of the season, and it all happened in that ball game as the Laredo Lemurs put up a 4-spot in the third inning after an early Salt Dogs lead. The Salt Dogs saw John Gaston hit a home run over the right field wall at Uni-Trade Stadium. And then the Lemurs would come back in the bottom of the third inning. They'd put up 4 runs. And after Abel Nieves walked, Juan Silverio would come up to the plate for the Laredo Lemurs, and he would end up doing this. Breaking ball swung on, hit well on the line, into left field, and this one is going to fly away. A home run for Juan Silverio. His second of the season. He's only played in 2 games for the Lemurs. And that gives the Lemurs the lead. They're up 2-1. Yeah, Lemurs took a 2-1 lead at that point in the ball game in the bottom of the third inning. Well, they weren't done in that inning as well. There were no outs at the time, and Dennis Phipps would come up to the plate. He would single. He would then steal second base, and then Tony Delmonico would come up to the plate and show off his power. Nuts. Here's Tony Delmonico, infield playing in, and the pitch swung on, hit high and deep to left. This is a no-doubter. Goodbye, Mr. Baseball. Home run for the Laredo Lemurs. They're up 4-1. Yeah, that was Tony Delmonico's 3rd home run on the season. He's just one behind Luke Bailey and John Gaston, who lead the American Association with 4 home runs apiece. And you can actually see one of the Lemurs right now, Steve Hine, throwing out the first pitch in tonight's ball game. Steve Hine is the third base coach and hitting coach for the Laredo Lemurs. He is actually out there because he used to play here in Fargo, and it's throwback night here in Fargo, North Dakota. So a current Lemur and a former Fargo-Moorhead RedHawk player, Steve Hine, for the Laredo Lemurs now throwing out the first pitch. At least he just did that for you. I wanted to make sure you caught that real quick here on the broadcast. But anyway, back to the game recap. The Lemurs went on to score 2 more in the 7th inning. They scored a run in the 8th. The Salt Dogs put up a big rally there in the 7th inning when they scored 5 runs on 2 hits. There were 3 errors by the Lemurs in the 7th inning, 2 alone by Dennis Phipps, the right fielder for Laredo, that helped allow those 5 runs to come in to score for the Lincoln Salt Dogs. But altogether, the Lemurs ended up picking up the victory as they scored those 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning to help them tie up the ball game, and they scored 1 in the bottom of the 8th to take the lead, and they held on to the lead behind good relief pitching by John Brebery, who was able to knock down the save for the Laredo Lemurs as they went on to get that victory. And like I said, they've won 3 in a row now, and they're looking to turn the page and come up here and start continue the winning streak. We talked to manager Pete Gavilla after the ball game. Cameron Songer, my number 2 guy back in Laredo, he was able to sit down and talk with manager Pete Gavilla, as well as the Laredo Morning Times newspaper writer. He's our beat writer for the Laredo Lemurs. He sat down with manager Pete Gavilla as well. Here's what Pete had to say.
All right, Coach, a 9-5 win, the 2nd win in a row for this team. Used a bunch of different relievers. How do you feel about the bullpen at this point?
Well, I mean, I hope we can get some innings out of our starter tomorrow because they're starting to get a little worn out. I mean, thank God we got a day off on, what is today anyways? Tuesday? Thank God we got a day off on Thursday. So, they've been great. They've been fantastic, man. I mean, they have closed the door and kept us in the game. And, fortunately for us, we came up with some big hits and some big runs late.
Pretty good debut from Silverio, wouldn't you say?
Wow. Wow. I mean, he's exactly what the doctor ordered for us. I mean, a guy you can just tell he's a professional. He really knows how to play third base. He has a great approach. He's got a good, short, compact swing. I don't know how long we'll have him, but I'm just glad he's here. Impressive debut.
On a slightly less positive note, you guys had the bases loaded in the 4th, 6th, and also in the 7th, and didn't score any runs from that. I think I lost count of the number of left on. It was at least 11 through 7 innings. Just your thoughts on that?
Well, we scored 9, and we won 9-5, and that'll happen. And there'll be days when we, hit some grand slams and score 6 in those innings.
Bullpen thus far, obviously going into the season, it was kind of what you were banking on as being your strength. Thus far, they had really to kind of round out into, I think, what you wanted, but you got your first save today. You guys have put together, 6 going today, 7 the day before. I mean, what do you think of the state of your bullpen just overall ability-wise from what you've seen there?
Well, without a question, I compare it to the bullpen I had when I had Chaz Rowe, Banaka, and Blanks, who were very good. I think that this one's a little better because of Polarina and Garcia, our lefties in there. I didn't have those kind of lefties in my bullpen, but I have those lefties, and I also have Brebbia and Hyatt and Varner. I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but I don't know who it is. But they've been fantastic so far, and it's exactly what I hoped for. It's going to be our strength, and I feel like we'll get better because they'll start to figure out. And Beckman's been great. He's kind of, I got 3 guys back there that are all closer types, so it's nice for me to bring in Beckman if we get in a tight situation in the 5th, 6th inning and get us out of a tough jam. And he's been fantastic too. So we just got to get our rotation going. I thought Holly pitched real well.
All right, that's actually the audio, and I apologize for playing it so long there. That's actually the audio from the night before, and I couldn't find Pete's audio. I was looking for it there for yesterday's ball game, or excuse me, for Wednesday's ball game. So we'll take a timeout, come back, and look at today's starting pitchers. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts: personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Hey Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Need a little. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the national anthem here now at Newman Outdoor Field. So we'll go ahead and stand and turn it over to the public address announcer for the national anthem here at this beautiful ballpark on a Friday night. Going to have a pretty good crowd here this evening. They're expecting around 4,000 plus here tonight, as a lot of people have already filed in.
Amanda Yoakum and Adele Casavant as they lead us in the singing of the Star Spangled Banner.
All right, we'll have starting lineups and the first pitch coming your way next.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, well, you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
Texas Outlaw Grill Mexican, the Gringo, and the Bandit Hot Dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito Hamburger and Cabrito Hot Dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1990. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look around the American Association, see what's on tap tonight in the AA, as Amarillo is going to be facing off against Kansas City here shortly. Gary South Shore and Rockland, they're playing each other, the Rockland Boulders of the Can-Am League. The Joplin Blasters and Winnipeg Goldeyes, they'll be going at it here shortly as well. And then you have Amarillo and Kansas City. They playing a doubleheader today, so one game, it looked like it was supposed to start at 5:30 Central Time, and the other one's supposed to start at 7. But I don't see either of those games in action right now. So none of them have gotten started, so maybe they're having a little rain down there in Kansas City, Kansas. Sioux City, they're at Grand Prairie. Sioux Falls is playing off against the hot St. Paul Saints. And the Wichita Wingnuts are playing the Lincoln Salt Dogs. We're going to take one more time out, come back, and hopefully we'll have some baseball for you. It should be coming close. You are listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Laredo Lemurs Baseball is on the air, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. And now here's Bill Harrington with all your Laredo Lemurs play-by-play action.
All right, Lemurs fans, thanks for joining us tonight. Bill Harrington coming to you live from Fargo-Newman Field. And we're just about ready to go here. Newman Outdoor Field and warming up out there, the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Let's go ahead and get you the starting lineups tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. Lemurs are going to lead off with Jimmy Mojica playing shortstop. Abel Nieves will bat second and play second base. Juan Silverio, he'll play third base and bat third. Dennis Phipps is going to play out in right field. He'll bat in the fourth spot. Devontre Richardson playing left field. Center field. He'll bat in the 5-hole. Tony Delmonico will be the first baseman. He'll bat sixth. Kevin Taylor's out in left field batting seventh. Luke Bailey doing the catching and batting eighth. Byron Wiley, he's wrapping things up. He'll bat in the 9-hole tonight and work as the designated hitter. For the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, Chad Mazinga will play left field and bat first. Frank Solario will play second base. He'll bat in the 2-hole. Charlie Valero will do the catching tonight. He'll bat third. Stefan Gartrell will do the DH in this evening. He'll bat in the fourth spot. Joe Dunnigan will play right field and bat fifth. Michael Antonio will play third base. He'll bat in the sixth spot. Joe Staley will play first base and bat seventh. Batting eighth is Drew Murin. He'll play center field. And Zach Penpraise wrapping things up in the 9-hole, playing shortstop. So we're just about ready to go. Jimmy Mojica getting into the batter's box on the mound. For the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks is Taylor Stanton. Taylor will wind and throw, and the first pitch is a little bit high, and we're underway at 7:05 p.m. here from the ballpark up in Fargo, Newman Outdoor Field. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one is on the inside corner for a strike, a fastball there. So 2 pitches in and a 1-1 count to Jimmy Mojica. Jimmy Mojica playing in his third game with the Laredo Lemurs, just re-signed with the club recently as he hits a one-hop line drive right to the second baseman, Solero. Salerno will throw over to first and complete the out. And there's one down, and Abel Nieves coming up to the plate. So just a soft line drive, one hop to the second baseman. And Abel Nieves will be walking up to the plate. So the Lemurs had a long bus ride, 26 hours. That includes a couple of stops to get some food and also fill up the gas tank here and there, but 26 hours on the bus. They got in last night around 3:30 a.m. Yeah, 3:30 in the morning. Checked into the hotel, and I'm sure the guys caught some shut-eye, and here they are today, ready to play some ball. Here's the first pitch to Abel Nieves. It's up and in. 1 ball and no strikes to Nieves. Just underway here. Not the 7:30 start that we're used to in Laredo by any means. We're a little bit earlier than we do in Laredo, Texas, as the next pitch misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. And we also do not have the traveling cameras with us. We don't have the full barrage of cameras. We just have the one for you here today. So it'll be a lot of play-by-play for you. You got to listen like a radio-style broadcast as the next pitch hits the outside corner for a strike. I'll be taking care of the corners for you. I know you can't see the left field and right field corner. Definitely make sure I describe the things that are going on down there. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that one's fouled away. That'll get up and hit the side wall and come bouncing back into the stands here in Fargo. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No score in the ball game. Abel Nieves starts the day for the Lemurs, batting .367. He has played in all the games so far for Laredo, so that makes this his 14th game. Here's the pitch. Up and in. Make it a 3-2 count. Abel Nieves last year with the Wichita Wingnuts in 12 games hit .558. He got traded there from the Grand Prairie Airhogs after 82 games with the Airhogs. He batted .326 with Grand Prairie. Here's the delivery, and that one's up and in as well. Abel Nieves has earned a walk, and the Lemurs have a base runner in the early going. So here comes Juan Silverio. Well, Silverio's been off to a hot start for the Laredo Lemurs, and he's been fun to watch so far. Silverio out of the Dominican Republic. He is 5 for 9 since making his Lemurs debut in the second game against the Lincoln Salt Dogs. He's batting a silly .556. But of course, like I said, in only 2 games, but still 5 for 9 is pretty special. He has scored 3 home runs, and he's hit a home run in each ball game. Well, if he kept that up, he'll have a lot of home runs in his back pocket. Not an easy thing to do, though, by any means. So Nieves at first base, and then Silverio into the batter's box. Here's the pitch, and that one's high for a ball. Lemurs today wearing their black uniforms, their black tops, gold numbers and letters, white outline. They have their gray pants on, and when you see them on the field, they have their gray hats. They have gray and black hats, and the top part is gray, the bill is black, and they look really on the players. Stanton delivers home, and that's a fastball that cuts the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Steve Hine going through a set of signs from the third base coaching box. Juan Silverio will take them all in and get back into his spot in the batter's box. Taylor Stanton holds his arm behind his back, cradles the mitt against his chest. Abel Nieves with the lead from first base. He's got a little bit of a lean going right now. He doesn't go anywhere, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Looked like a changeup from Taylor Stanton. Yeah, we're right behind home plate today here in Fargo, so a nice view for you. We'll be able to bring you some nice play-by-play on the balls and strikes, kind of let you know where those end up landing. Also, probably be able to tell you pretty much what every pitch is. At least we'll try to do that for you. Not easy to bring you every pitch, of course. Here's the set by Stanton. Now he's going to step off the back of the rubber. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the number 3 hitter, the new number 3 hitter for the Lemurs, Juan Silverio. If you remember back to the first day he hit with the Lemurs, he batted out of the 8 hole. Tore it up, and manager Pete Valley moved him right up to the 3 spot. He swings here and fouls the pitch off. Let's see if that one gets out of play. It will get on top of the roof and take a hop and get on out of here. 1 ball and 2 strikes still. Well, crowd filling in nicely here. Always do a nice job filling this ballpark up in Fargo. Got some sunshine splashing down on the field still. The batter's in the shade. The pitcher's still in the sunshine. See how long that lasts. The pitch. Ooh, and a breaking ball. Looked like a slider. That one falls outside, so that's going to make it a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. No score in the ball game, just underway. Dennis Phipps is on deck for the Lemurs. Abel Nieves so far this year with 1 stolen base. His big stolen base output was back in 2013 when he stole 17 with the Wichita Wingnuts. And the pitch, swing and a pop-up, that's over to the right side as well. That should get out of play. And it's about, well, it's all the way in the very back. It's, in fact, on the concourse. And a little kid will run up, probably about 8 or 9 years old. He'll grab it and get high fives all around. Good job there, young fella. So memory made right there. The young guy getting a baseball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks play on the campus here of, I believe it's North Dakota University. The pitch, swung on a ground ball up the third base line. It's going to go foul. So that's where this beautiful ballpark Newman Outdoor Field sits. There's a big arena over the left field wall. It's probably a good 200 to 300 yards away from the left field wall. And I believe that's where they play football. They actually play indoor football up here in North Dakota. When I first came up here, I thought that was a basketball arena, but I was like, man, that is a big basketball arena for a college basketball team. But no, it's a football field. It's indoors. And I've never been inside of it, but I can imagine it's a beautiful facility. Runner at first base and 1 down. No score in the game. Juan Silverio looking at a 2-2 count. Stanton delivers. That one is low for a ball. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. A breaking ball of some sort coming up there that time out of the hand of Taylor Stanton. Silverio taking a look at his bat, making sure it's okay. Seems all right. He'll tap the plate a couple of times and wave the bat around like a windmill. Abel Nieves runs. The pitch is high, and that's going to be ball 4. So no need for Nieves to keep running. He slows down as he's halfway over to second base. And Silverio's in with a walk. So that puts runners at first and second for the Lemurs. And back-to-back walks sends out the pitching coach for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Michael Schlacht out there. Going to have an immediate conversation with Taylor Stanton. Stanton's a former American Association Pitcher of the Year back in 2013. He did a great job. I remember that season for Taylor Stanton. Fun season to watch him pitch. The Lemurs played Fargo that year, and if memory is correct, he actually pitched against the Laredo Lemurs that season. Lemurs came up here. In fact, they played the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks twice in the early going of the season back in 2013. The Lemurs started off against Fargo back at home and then played another series at home and came immediately up here to Fargo and played another series with them up here. Here's the pitch to Dennis Phipps. He breaks his back on a line drive into left field. Chad Mazingo, the left fielder, won't get to the ball. Abel Nieves is around third. He's going to score. The Lemurs are up 1-0. And a broken bat base hit there by Dennis Phipps, and the bat went flying all the way up by third base. So Phipps not waiting around. The first pitch he sees, breaks his bat, hits a line drive into left field, and gets a base hit and an RBI. Lemurs take an early 1-0 lead, and here's Devontre Richardson. This is another guy that can create some havoc with the bat. So when the Lemurs came up here for the road trip, there was just an awful accident as the first pitch to Devontre Richardson misses someplace. Looked like a pretty close pitch, but the Lemurs get away with something, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 Lemurs. There was a line drive hit off the bat of one of the players for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, and it hit Greg Wilborn, the starting pitcher for the Lemurs, in the 3rd inning, right in the face. Here's the 1-0, and that one swung on and fouled away. Ended up breaking Wilborn's orbital bone, and he was out for 6 weeks with the Laredo Lemurs. He actually stayed with the team pretty much the whole time. Of course, he did have a short hospital stay. But it was an awful accident, one of the worst I've ever seen on a baseball field, and that, I believe, is the last time we were up here. Here's the pitch to Devontre Richardson, a breaking ball, and that one is over the plate for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So hoping to erase that memory here after this series. With runners at first and second base. And Richardson looking at a 1-2 count. The pitch. That one is low for a ball. By the way, the Lemurs ended up sweeping the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks in both of the series. They swept them at home back in Laredo, and then when they came up here, they swept them as well. Fargo got off to a rough start that year. I believe they only had 1 win after 10 ball games. And the Laredo Lemurs ended up going 10-0 to start off the year in 2013. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung and a soft liner into left field. Mazingo's going to come in. He'll make the catch. Silverio will retreat back to second base, and Dennis Phipps will go back to first. So a soft liner into left, and there's 2 down. And here's Tony Delmonico. Delmonico, the first baseman tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. Delmonico stepping into the batter's box, batting .268. He's supplied some pop, though, for the Lemurs so far. He's got 3 home runs. He's picked up 12 RBIs. He has 4 walks. He has struck out 11 times, though, over a 12-game stint with Laredo in the early going. 1-0 Lemurs. Runners at first and second base and 2 down, so a RBI opportunity for Tony. He calls timeout at the last moment. Then the umpire doesn't give it to him. It was just way too late. Tony actually took his hand off the back of the bat, or the bottom half of the bat, asked for time, and the umpire did not grant it. Got to tell you, the umpires are as well. That pitch was low for a ball, by the way, so 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Umpires for tonight, Michael Campbell behind the plate. Mike Jarbrough, he's over at first base, and Nate Rassel, he's the third base umpire. Taylor Stanton holds his arm behind his back, kind of has his black socks all the way up to his kneecaps as he looks in and gets the sign from the catcher, Valerio. And the 1-1 pitch, here it is. A changeup called a strike on the outside corner. Stanton really taking something off of that pitch, and he just pegged the outside corner with it. And I don't know if Delmonico would have been able to do anything with it, even if he did get a piece of it. It was so slow and so perfectly placed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wind blowing out to left field right now. Here's the pitch. And there's a slider low and away. Game time temperature, by the way, was 74 degrees. Wind going to blow anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour tonight. At least that's what it said in the forecast. Always check the forecast before you broadcast. Make sure you're going to get the game in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Delmonico very close to the plate. He's got very quick hands, especially on the ball on the inside pitch. Here's the 2-2. He checks his swing. He goes around. The umpire says, up, there's the tag. That's all we needed to complete the out. Lemurs come up with 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 left. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. Fargo's coming up to the plate. Lemurs up 1-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Hey Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Chavarria's Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarria's is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarria's is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5 and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials. All right, back here at Newman Outdoor Field in Fargo, North Dakota, the RedHawks are coming up to the plate. Chad Mazingo is going to lead it off, followed by Frank Salerno, and then Charlie Valerio will be coming up to the plate. 1-0 in favor of the Lemurs. Lemurs picked up a run there in the top of the first inning. Bel Nieves walked, and then Juan Silverio walked, and then a base hit by Dennis Phipps on the first pitch. Phipps broke his bat, but the ball was hit hard enough to get into the outfield to score a run for the Lemurs. Greg Hawley on the mound today for Laredo. And we're ready to go here in the bottom of the first inning. Into the batter's box goes Chad Mazingo, former member of the Lincoln Salt Dogs. He helped them go to the American Association Championship last year. As that one is over the plate for a strike. A breaking ball to get things going from Greg Hawley. Hawley, by the way, very big, very tall man. Hawley's 6'8", 245 pounds, and he throws, and that one clips the outside corner for a strike. And Mazingo doesn't like the call too much. Hawley will bring a sinker. It's his fastball. He throws a split and a slider as well. No balls and 2 strikes, so he's ahead early. He'll wind and throw again, and that pitch is low and inside. That was a slider. Didn't break a whole lot. It did get down into the dirt, though. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-0 Laredo. So Chad Mazingo off to a .271 batting average start. Playing in his 15th game of the year for Fargo. The pitch, swinging a ground ball up the middle, ranging for it, Nieves. It's underneath his glove as he dives, and it's into right center field for a base hit. So a base hit for Chad Mazingo, and that's going to be his 17th hit of the year. Last year with Lincoln, Mazingo ended up putting up a .283 batting average. He had picked up 81 hits for the Lincoln Salt Dogs in 75 games. Played for the Grand Prairie Airhogs back in 2013, had 255 that season. So really, the Lincoln Salt Dogs got a lot of use out of him with that 283 batting average. Here's Frank Salerno, runner at first base, Mazingo, and the pitch. And Salerno takes the pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 1-0 Lemurs. Salerno makes his home in New York City. New York, New York. It's not a bad place to live, huh? The big city. Toss over to first base, and Greg Hawley will get Mazingo back in easily. No balls and 1 strike. I was talking to John Berbia, who played in the Yankees organization. He made a stop in rookie ball with the Staten Island Yankees. Mazingo runs. The pitch is inside. The throw down to second base is in time. Mazingo got tagged on the upper shoulder, and he didn't hit the bag yet. Mojica with a nice tag over there at second base. So Bailey throws out Mazingo, and that creates the first out here in the inning. And Salerno sitting up there with a 1-1 count. Yeah, so Brebria played with the Staten Island Yankees, and I was asking him about it because I've seen pictures there of Staten Island, the ballpark that they have for the rookie ball club. Here's a chopper right back to the first baseman. Delmonico will grab it. He'll tag the bag at first, and that'll be it for Salerno. 2 down. Charlie Valerio's coming up to the plate. 1-0 Lemurs. And he said it was an absolute beautiful field. And what really makes it so nice is it looks right at Manhattan. So if you're sitting up in the press box level, for instance, where I'm at right now, you'd be able to see the skyline of Manhattan from your seat, which is absolutely incredible, right? I've had that seat before, not in Staten Island, but when the Lemurs went to play Newark, the Newark Bears had a similar situation where their ballpark faced off and looked right at the big city. You can actually see the Freedom Tower being built in New York from where I sat. Here's the pitch. Swung on a line drive into right field. That's going to be a solid base hit for Valerio. He sees one pitch and lines it hard into right. Second base hit of the inning, but the RedHawks, remember, Mazingo got erased on the caught stealing. So another base hit, and here comes Stefan Gartrell. Stefan Gartrell. Gartrell wears number 32 on his back. Gartrell batting .208 in the early going, and the pitch. He sees it, miss low and inside, and a quick throw over to first base. Kind of a slide throw there by Bailey to Tony Delmonico. No play on the runner, Valerio, but nonetheless, a slide play by Luke Bailey. Throw down to first base right there. 1 ball and no strikes. Long hold by Hawley. He delivers, and that one is inside. And they'll check down with the first base umpire, and Gartrell went around. Kind of surprised to see the call go for the Lemurs. I'm actually surprised anybody even checked with the first base umpire. But it benefits the Lemurs, so a 1-1 count. 1-0 Laredo. RedHawks tonight wearing their bright red uniforms with pinstripe pants. The delivery, swing, and there's a soft little blooper out to right field. Dennis Phipps will hustle in, and it'll fall about 5 feet shy of the right field line. Heading over to third base is Valerio. He'll get in there safely. Gartrell has a little dunk base hit down the right field line. And that'll put runners at the corners for Fargo. And just a little blooper. Falls about 5 feet short of the right field line in fair territory. And that puts runners at the corners for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Here's Joe Dunnigan. So the right fielder Dunnigan coming up to the plate. Joe Dunnigan off to a harsh start as well, batting .167. A couple of guys in the lineup for Fargo not doing too hot in the early going. They only have 4 wins on the season. Here's the pitch, and that one swung on and missed. A nice fastball on the outside part of the plate. It was actually maybe 2 or 3 inches outside, but tempting enough for Joe Dunnigan to go after it. Definitely a hard pitch to lay off of. Hawley checks over his shoulder, makes sure he's looking at the runner and seeing where he's at. And the pitch. That is low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lemurs up by a run. 1-0 Laredo. So Dunnigan with a .167 batting average. He has 10 hits and 60 at-bats. And he hasn't picked up a base hit since May 30th. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. That one is low and outside. So last time he got a hit was May 30th. It's been 5 games since then. And almost a series and a half. Yeah, it has actually been a series and a half because they played 4 games against Sioux Falls. So he didn't get a hit in the last 2 games against Sioux Falls, and then he went 0 for against Wichita in a 3-game set. The 2-1 pitch. That one's inside, way inside, and it gets away from Bailey. Coming home from third base is Valerio. The tag by Holly, and they got him out! Nicely played there by the Lemurs. Bailey got back to the ball quick enough to make a play on Holly. The backstop is so far from the plate, I didn't know if they'd have a play. But nicely done there by Laredo to complete the out. So the catcher, Bailey, big on 2 plays in the inning. He catches Mazingo trying to steal at second and then cuts down Valerio at the plate as he makes a nice throw back to Holly. So no runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're going to the top of the second. Lemurs up 1-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1990. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
All right, top of the second inning, Kevin Taylor going to lead it off for the Lemurs. 1-0 Laredo. And Taylor Stanton will go into the wind, and here's the pitch, and that one is on the outside corner for a strike. A fastball to start it off against Kevin Taylor, the left fielder tonight for the Lemurs. Taylor's played 1 game in the outfield, and this one being the second. Here's the pitch. That one just missed outside. It's pretty much in the same spot as the last strike called. It might have been maybe an inch or 2 further outside. And the 1-1 delivery. That one was in the exact same spot as the last pitch, and they don't call it a strike. So it goes for the Lemurs. It's a 2-1 count. Had a little flyover here. I don't know if you heard the airplane, but it was pretty close. It was very low. The 2-1. Swung and a broken bat. Ground ball up to the first baseman. Smothering it is Staley. Staley would do an underhand flip to Stanton, and the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks would get the out. Taylor had to go down and almost smother it like he was a catcher over there down the first base line. When he looked down, the ball was still on the ground, and he underhand flipped over to Stanton. So 1 down in the inning. Lemurs up 1-0. Bailey coming up to the plate. Byron Wiley on deck for Laredo. Wiley getting a night off from playing the outfield. He's actually working as the designated hitter tonight. He's been designated to hit. Here's the pitch. And that one misses up. A fastball up to Luke Bailey. Bailey batting .195 on the season. He has 4 home runs on the year, though, so he's had some power numbers. And the 1-0 pitch. Swung and a hard hit. Ground ball past the third baseman, Antonio. It's going to keep rolling down the left field line. And Bailey's going to stumble step around first base. Now he's going to kick it into gear as the ball bounces around down the left field line. And Bailey has a stand-up double. So Luke Bailey hustling into second base. He started to slow down as he got around first and saw that the ball kept going and got away from Mazingo down the left field line. He said, well, I think I can take second here, and he was able to get in there pretty easily, in fact. By the way, down the left field line here in Fargo, it's 314 down the left field line. It's 408 to straightaway center. And then it's 318 down the right field line. You know what? This might be reversed because I look down the right field line. It says 314. Here's the first pitch to Wiley. And that one misses outside for a ball. 1-0. 1-0 Lemurs. So I look down the right field line. It says 314. But my little handy-dandy guide for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks says it's the opposite. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Wiley put a good hack on it, but swings right through it. So he's looking at a 1-1 count. Wiley also off to a rough start. Batting 143, but he told you about him. He's got 12 walks on the season, so he's getting on base. Currently second in the league in walks. So those are as good as base hits. You got to have a good eye for that. Here's the 1-1. Swinging as a ground ball up to the first baseman. It hits the bag, rolls underneath the legs of Staley, the first baseman, and it keeps going down the right field line. Coming in to score for the Lemurs is Bailey. Going in with what might be a double is Wiley. We'll have to wait and see what the official scorekeeper gives that. The ball hit the bag and skipped right underneath Staley, the first baseman, and they're going to call it an E3. I think that's a rough error. But nonetheless, an error in the book. And Bailey coming in to score, so it definitely benefits the Laredo Lemurs. They get a run out of it, but it doesn't help Wiley's batting average by any means. So here's Jimmy Mojica coming up to the plate. So back up to the top of the order. Lemurs now up 2-0. And the pitch. Bunt shown by Mojica. He takes that one on the outside corner for a strike, a fastball. Wiley will creep off the bag from second. Stanton holds the baseball behind his back. He's a right-handed pitcher. Now he'll come set at the belt, and the pitch. That one swung on, popped up on the infield. Mojica got jammed. This one's around home plate, and Valerio will reach up and make the catch. So the catcher puts that one away. And that's going to be the second out in the inning, and Abel Nieves coming up to the plate. 2-0 Lemurs. So just a note for you, tomorrow night the game is at 6 o'clock. I originally thought it was at 7. You know what? Well, I have a chance here. I'll take a look for you just to make double, triple sure. You always want to double it and then triple the assurity of your statement. And then get it notarized and stamped so everybody is secure with the double, triple statement. Here's the pitch. That one's swung on a line drive, hit into the outfield. Murin standing in his tracks. The center fielder will put it away, and Abel Nieves is out. But the Lemurs come up with another run. 1 run on 1 hit. There was an error and 1 left. We're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. RedHawks coming up to the plate. Lemurs up 2-0.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
Do you want to sit in a car for 7 hours, risk a flat tire, traffic, or highway construction delays? Fly direct from Laredo International Airport to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Airlines. From Dallas, you can change planes and take a flight to Tokyo, London, or even Rio de Janeiro. With 4 daily arrivals and departures, American Airlines is sure to have a connection that works best for you. So avoid spending hours in the car or risk an accident on the highway or even a flat tire. Fly in comfort from Laredo International Airport. Visit AA.com for details and to book a reservation.
Todos sabemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. TAMU me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. Tammy U me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por Tammy U.
Inscríbete ahora para verano y otoño. Visita tammyu.edu y sé impulsado.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
All right, coming up for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, we have Joe Dunnigan, Michael Antonio, and then Joe Staley. That'll be the first three due up. The RedHawks in the first inning picked up 3 hits, but the Lemurs were able to get out of trouble when Luke Bailey caught Mazingo trying to steal second base, and then on a play at the plate, the Lemurs cut down Charlie Valero. So nice play there by the Lemurs. The ball got by Luke Bailey on a pitch. It was going to be a pass ball, and here's the first pitch to Dunnigan. Dunnigan swings at the first pitch. It's a hard ground ball on one hop over to Bill Nieves. Nieves flips sidearm over to first base, and the Lemurs get the out. Here comes Michael Antonio. Yeah, so the ball got by Luke Bailey and went all the way to the backstop. Bailey grabbed it, threw it as Valerio was coming home, and Greg Hawley was able to lay the tag down. It was a close play at the plate, but the Lemurs got him out, and they head back to the dugout without giving up a run in the inning. As soon as that ball went off the glove of Bailey, I thought for sure there'd be a run scored. Here's the pitch, and Michael Antonio takes a look at that one, and it misses low and in. I mean, the backstop here is pretty deep at this ballpark. I thought there's no way that Bailey was going to get that to the ball in time. Here's the 1-0. Swing, and that one's grounded up the third baseline. It's going to go foul. Lemurs sit on the first base side here in this ballpark at Newman Outdoor Field. And the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, of course, that leaves them on the third base side. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2-0 Lemurs. And the kick and the deal. That one is up a little bit. Looked like the sinker thrown up there by Greg Hawley, but didn't do what it was supposed to do. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing, same thing, and that one goes bouncing over by the Fargo dugout, and grabbing it was one of the Fargo players. He just snagged it with his bare hand. That was Stefan Gartrell. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The delivery. That one's a slider, misses low. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. And the pitch coming up. Swinging a ground ball over to the third baseman. Silverio has it. He'll take a little stroll and then make a throw over to first base. And he'll be in time to get Michael Antonio out. So a couple outs, and Joe Staley will be the next batter. When I first saw the name Joe Staley, I thought of the hockey player Joe Staley. I believe there's a Joe Staley in the NHL that does or did play for the San Jose Sharks. But this is not the same person. By the way, I checked the time, and like I said, I wanted to double, triple check it for you. As here's a fly ball into center field. Richardson going back. That'll be an easy 1-2-3 inning. But the Lemurs will play tomorrow night at 6. They will play Sunday at 1. So Saturday night, 6 o'clock start here from Newman Outdoor Field, and then a 1 o'clock start on Sunday. Fargo goes in order. We're going to go to the top of the third. Lemurs coming up to the plate. 2-0 Laredo. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. This summer, Allegiant will increase to 4 weekly flights to Las Vegas, Nevada. If gambling in Vegas isn't your thing, Allegiant is also increasing to 2 weekly flights to Orlando. Enjoy the Disney theme parks, Legoland, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the Kennedy Space Center. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E? That's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries. Which led to, there's got to be a better way to look up words. Which led to the invention of spell check. Which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite. We invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value.
We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
All right, Juan Silverio to lead it off for the Lemurs. He'll be followed up by Dennis Phipps and then Devontae Richardson coming up to the plate. 2-0 Lemurs. We go to the top of the third inning. Stanton delivers. And that one swung on a miss. Silverio with a big swing and a miss. One right at his letters. He said, let me play launch a ball with this one here. And he just swung right through it. No balls and one strike. Now, gorgeous day here in Fargo. Got up to the 70s. And the pitch. That one is low and outside. Very comfortable. Was able to get out and take a little walk this morning and get some sunshine. Some of the players were out and about as well before coming out to the ballpark tonight. 1 ball and 1 strike. The kick and the throw home. And that one is swung on in a high fly ball to center field. This is a lazy fly ball. Center fielder Murin will be able to get underneath it to make the catch. 1 down and Dennis Phipps the next batter. So a little bit here about Taylor Stanton, the starting pitcher tonight. 6'2", 220 pounds out of St. Mary's University out in California. Makes his hometown in San Francisco. He's currently 27 years old. Played with Fargo last season. Played with them for a couple of years, in fact. Last year, he put up a record of 6 wins and 11 losses. And bunt shown here by Dennis Phipps to try to pull in the third baseman. It doesn't work too well. Antonio will stay back. 2-0 Lemurs. Yeah, so Stanton last year was 6-11 with a 4.89 ERA. He'll throw home. That one is high for a ball. Pitched in 20 games last year and threw in 117 innings. He struck out 77 batters, gave up 33 base hits, and gave up 142 base hits altogether as the next pitch misses inside. 3 balls and no strikes to Phipps. On deck is Devontae Richardson for the Lemurs. Back in 2013, when Stanton was named the American Association Pitcher of the Year, he put up a 9-4 record. The pitch. That's called a strike. It nibbles the inside corner, making it a 3-1 count. Yeah, he was only 9-4 with a 2.42 ERA over 19 games. He kicks and throws home on the 3-1 pitch, and that's called a strike as Dennis Phipps started to head down to first base. He's being called back by the home plate umpire, so Phipps will see a 3-2 pitch. Yeah, Stanton that year threw 126 innings, struck out 108 batters. It's pretty solid. Now Phipps is going to call timeout and step out of the batter's box. And he gave up 115 hits over those 126 innings. His last start here this year came against Sioux Falls. Stanton peers over the mitt, winds and throws the 3-2, and that's a check swing, and the home plate umpire says he went around. Michael Campbell ringing up Dennis Phipps, and Dennis Phipps will head back to the dugout holding his mouth. He doesn't know he wanted to say something, but he was able to hold it shut and go back to the dugout, and he'll come back and fight again later. Here's Devontae Richardson lined out to left field in his first at bat. 2 down in the inning. He shows bunt, bunts out the ball, goes after it, and it's an 0-1 count. That was a fastball, nicely placed. It was probably about 3 inches outside. Richardson tried to pull the bat back, but I think the umpire saw him actually punch at it. Here's the 0-1, a swing and a miss. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. The throw home, and that one swung on and fouled away. Taylor Stanton began his professional career back in 2008 after being selected by the Seattle Mariners in the 26th round of the draft that summer. He spent 5 seasons in the Mariners organization, ended up going 48-43, and put up a 4.22 ERA in 164 games. Here's the pitch, a check swing. He went around, and the catcher drops the ball. Valerio will throw it down to Staley. Staley will make the catch, and that'll be it for the Lemurs. They go down in order in the third inning. Pretty quick third inning there for both teams. We'll head. Well, actually, I'd say pretty good quick third inning for just the Lemurs. We still got the bottom of the third to go. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. Lemurs up 2-0.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800. Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Kaplan College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800.
Kaplan College does not guarantee employment or career advancement. Information about programs at www.kaplancollege.com/consumer-info.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Kailan Norte Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transport to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is locally owned and operated. Call now for your free consultation. 956-712-8911. That's 956-712-8911. Capital Care EMS, creating a new standard in medical transportation. Capital Care EMS, the official ambulance of your Laredo Lemurs.
All right, we head to the bottom of the third inning, 2-0 Laredo. Greg Hawley back up on the rubber for the Lemurs. And getting into the batter's box for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, it's going to be Drew Murin leading it off. Here's the pitch. And he swings and grounds one over to the right side. Abel Nieves gets in front of it, throws quickly over to first base, and Murin's retired. So a nice, easy 4-3 put out on one pitch. In fact, in the second inning, we saw a lot of that as well, swinging at the first pitch by the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Well, here comes Zach Penpraise. Zach Penpraise has been with Fargo for a few years now. One of their veterans. Fan favorite here in Fargo. Last year, in 2014, batted .276 over 93 games with Fargo. He looks at this one here, and that one is a slider that hits the outside corner for a strike. Penpraise really had a nice year back in 2012. It was probably his breakout year for Fargo. The 0-1 pitch, and that one falls low and outside. Played in 97 games that year, picked up 118 hits. He had 16 doubles and ended up stealing 47 bases. That led the league. He swings here and fouls this one off. Really hasn't been the same player since. He batted .311 back in 2012, by the way. But in 2013, he hit .255, and last year he hit .276. He did steal 40 bases in 2013, so he was 7 shy of reaching his mark that he put up in 2012. The pitch. That is low for a ball. That was a split finger fastball there by starting pitcher Greg Hawley. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2-0 Lemurs. And the kick and the throw home. That one is swung on and a chopper up to Jimmy Mojica, the shortstop. On 2 bounces, Mojica will fire over to first base, and Penpraise is retired. So 2 down. And if you could see him running by the camera right there. So they're going to be cutting his. And here's the kick he throws home, and that's swung on. No chance to get to that one. Tries to steal a base here. Let's have 4 on the day. Get picked off, or Holly was over to first, and a little bit of a lead. Mazingo so far with 2 stolen bases this season. And he stole 21 last year for the Lincoln Salt Dogs, so he can go. The Lemurs have played Lincoln quite a bit over the last couple of years, so I remember seeing Mozingo in the other red uniform with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. The kick and the throw home, and that one is inside a fastball from tonight's starter Greg Hawley for the Laredo Lemurs. Hawley starting the game with a record of no wins and 2 losses, but has really pitched better than his record. He is holding up a 2.57 ERA. And the 1-0 delivery coming up. A long hold here, and now he throws. Swing, that one's just a little dribbler out in front of home plate. Hawley grabs it barehanded, fires to first base, and it's in time to get the out. Had to wait for the umpire to actually punch out the runner. So that's going to do it for the RedHawks. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We are going to go to the top of the 4th. Lemurs coming up to the plate. They're holding a 2-0 lead. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
3, 2, 1. Number 1. That's Laredo's #1 Chevy dealer. Family Chevrolet turns the best day ever into the best month ever. 15% off. Not good enough, but 25% off. Now that makes it the best month ever. With over 600 vehicles available, makes it the best pricing ever. 2015 Equinox, 2015 Traverse. Not 15, but 25% off. And the best financing rates for the best month ever. 1.9 interest. Family Chevrolet of Laredo.com. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet. Family Chevrolet is the #1 volume Chevy dealer for a reason. Every customer rides during our spring cleaning closeout sale with massive price cuts on 600 Chevys. New 2015 Chevy Cruze. How about 25% off MSRP? Wow, that's huge. Or only $199 a month. New 2015 Malibu for only $269 a month. Or 25% off MSRP plus 2 years free maintenance and a 100,000-mile warranty. It's a spring cleaning closeout sale happening now at the #1 volume Chevy dealer. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. The chicken is hot and fresh. It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese topped with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
All the flavors come together just perfect. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. You know, sweet and savory, it's a perfect mix.
Try the new Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. Only at Whataburger for a limited time.
All right, Tony Delmonico leads it off for the Lemurs. Lemurs up 2-0 as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Taylor Stanton's going to rock and fire. He'll throw here, and that one is a fastball, misses in just above the kneecaps. So Tony Delmonico currently 2nd in the league in home runs. He has 3 of those. 3rd in the league in RBIs with 12. And the next pitch in there for a strike. That nibbles on the outside corner, so it's 2-0 Lemurs. Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks celebrating their 20th season. The 1-1 pitch. That one is way inside. Delmonico has to scatter off the plate. Yeah, they were born back in 1996, and if I remember, I wasn't around then doing baseball games, but I believe they were playing in the Northern League and then moved into the American Association. Here's the 2-1 kick and throw, and that one swung on and a soft line drive to the second baseman. Salerno will put it away. So Delmonico just hits a soft liner, just a baby liner. It's going to be the first out in the inning, and we'll see Kevin Taylor come up to the plate. Yeah, so from 1996 to 2015, 20 seasons of Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks baseball. And the Northern League had a lot of teams that are now in the American Association. Of course, the American Association goes all the way from Winnipeg up north. Here's the pitch to Taylor, and that one misses low. Down to the southern part where the Laredo Lemurs are. And there's teams in between. You got this team, of course, in Fargo. You got a team in St. Paul. You got a team in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Taylor fouls off a pitch down the third base line. Sioux City in Iowa. The Lincoln Salt Dogs in Lincoln, Nebraska. Kansas City, Kansas has a team. The T-Bones. You got the Wichita Wingnuts and the Joplin Blasters. Amarillo Thunderheads and the Grand Prairie Airhogs. And your very own Laredo Lemurs. Here's the pitch on the 1-1, and that one is right at the letters, but a little bit too far inside. You also got the Can-Am League that has teams in it. In the Can-Am League and the American Association, they play interleague games. The 2-1, swinging a line drive into right field. Dunnigan on the move. He'll move towards the line a little bit, put his mitt up and make the catch, and he thinks there's 3 outs. He starts running in as if that's the 3rd out. Now he puts his hand up and tells everybody 2. There's 2 down. Just so he lets everybody know, hey, I know there's 2 down. But really, he thought that was the 3rd out. He's ready to hit. What do you think? He wants to get up to the plate. He's actually due up 3rd in the next time that the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks come up. Maybe he wants to get ready already. He says, let's go. Get this thing over with. Here's Luke Bailey. But Luke Bailey says, let's hold on a second as he drives one into center field. Murin's going to go ahead and get under that in left center field. So the Lemurs do go down in order one more time. That's the 2nd time in a row. It's 2-0 Laredo. We're going into the bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Inflatable Rentals has Laredo's largest water slides. We're proud to say that we serve the greater Laredo area and supply slip sliding fun for kids of all ages. Texas Inflatable Rentals has a huge selection of inflatables for every budget. And to add to the party, we rent tables, chairs, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, and cotton candy machines that will help take your party to the next level. We also have moonwalks and bounce houses. Contact Texas Inflatable Rentals at 956-436-3909 or at texasinflatablerentals.com and book with the coupon code LEMURS for a 10% discount. That's Texas Inflatable Rentals, Laredo's largest water slide.
Two nothing Lemurs. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The RedHawks are coming up to the plate. Charlie Valerio, Stefan Gartrell, and then Joe Dunnigan will be coming up to the plate. Greg Hawley back up on the mound for the Lemurs. Lemurs saw their longest outing by a starting pitcher back on Wednesday. Sam Martin ended up going 6 innings. He pitched 1 batter into the 7th. So totally credited with 6 innings pitched because he did not get an out there in the 7th inning. So a nice job overall for Sam Martin in the outing that he had. Martin ended up giving up 7 hits, 2 runs, walked 2 and struck out 2 in his outing. Here's the pitch to Valerio, and Valerio sees it miss low for a ball. So that was the split finger fastball there from the starting pitcher, Greg Hawley. Hawley works from the far first base side of the rubber with a high leg kick. He throws home, and this one's fouled away. Up and over the ballpark here at Newman Outdoor Field. And it's supposed to get chilly tonight here in Fargo. Might get down into the 50s. We're not used to that coming from the south. Here's a pitch, and that one's fouled up over my head. So that one got pretty close. We got people having fun in the suites next to us here in the press box. Always a good time up in Fargo. People enjoying themselves. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's a slider, misses low and in. Valerio with a base hit in his last at bat. In fact, the RedHawks picked up 3 hits in the first inning. Were not able to bring home a run. They went down in order in the second. Only got 1 hit in the third. The pitch, swinging a chopper over to the second baseman. Charging Abel Nieves. He gets the ball, has plenty of time, makes the throw. And it's in time to get Valerio out. So 1 down, and Stefan Gartrell coming up to the plate. So Greg Hawley, he was drafted by the New York Yankees in the 35th round back in 2007 out of the amateur draft. He was drafted out of Christian Brothers Academy in Albany, New York. He didn't sign then though. Here's a ground ball off the bat of Gartrell. Picking it up is the third baseman, Silverio. Silverio will throw over to first base, and that'll do it for Gartrell. So a 5-3 put out and 2 down, and Joe Dunnigan coming up to the plate. 2-0 Lemurs. So Hawley was then drafted in 2010 by the Milwaukee Brewers in the 11th round, and he decided to come out then. He played 5 seasons with the Brewers, making it up to AAA in 2013. While with the Brewers, he put up a record of 14 wins and 17 losses and a 3.45 ERA through 258 innings. First pitch from Hawley to the new batter Dunnigan, misses low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes, 2 outs in the inning. We're in the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-0 Lemurs. Lemurs picked up a run in the first and a run in the second. The pitch, swing and a miss. That was the sinker there, and a nice pitch. Just a little bit outside, but Dunnigan was fooled enough to go after it. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, and that one is nasty. That was the splitter. And it's a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the kick and the throw home, and that one is swung on and missed, and actually fouled away, says the home plate umpire. Ball ended up in and out of the glove of the catcher, Luke Bailey. It fell to the ground, and umpire immediately put his hands up. So another 1-2 pitch coming. Hawley works quickly, throws home, and that one swung on, chopped off the plate. Hawley's going to try to grab it. He'll get in the way of the runner. He'll almost miss him, and he finally does tag him. So Hawley, with those long arms and that 6'8" frame, was able to run down Dunnigan after he tried to dodge away from him. So that's going to do it for the RedHawks. They go down in order for the second time here tonight. We're going to head to the top of the 5th. Lemurs up 2-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts: personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Hey Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark. All right, for the Lemurs, it's going to be Wiley, Mojica, and Nieves coming up to the plate. That's your first 3. 2-0 Lemurs. We go to the 5th inning. Cruising right along in this one. Some good pitching so far in the ball game. And here's the kick and throw home from Stanton. Wiley shows bunt, and he watches it fall outside. So let's see what's going on in the rest of the league. We'll get you the American Association scoreboard. The kick and the throw home again by Stanton, and that one swung on and a high fly ball. Left field. Mazingo, the left fielder, he's camping out under there, and he'll make the catch. 1 down. Here comes Jimmy Mojica. Let's see, Amarillo and Kansas City, they're playing ball. They're in the top of the 4th inning. Kansas City's up 1-0. They're playing in Kansas City. Joplin and Winnipeg knotted up at 3 apiece. Yeah, the Blasters of the Southern Division all the way up in Winnipeg. So they're north of us. That's a team in the Lemurs division. We haven't played them yet. Here's the pitch. High and tight to Jimmy Mojica. So Mojica with a 1-0 count. Sioux City 4, Grand Prairie 0. Grand Prairie playing back at home in Grand Prairie, Texas. And the 1-0 pitch. Mojica sees a breaking ball hit the inside part of the plate, right at the knees. St. Paul trying to continue their winning ways. They're up 3-0 over Sioux Falls. The 1-1 pitch to Mojica. He sees a fastball hit the inside corner. Mojica puts his hands on his hips after that pitch, as if to say, I don't like that call too much. Saints, by the way, currently on an 8-game winning streak. So looking to make it 9 tonight. And the 1-2 delivery. Check swing by Mojica. He went around the tag, and Mojica will have a few words for the home plate umpire before heading back to the dugout. That'll be the second out. And Abel Nieves will get a chance to swing the bat now. So 2 down in the inning. We're in the top of the 5th. 2-0 Lemurs. Wichita and Lincoln, they're knotted up at 1 apiece. So a bit of news for you. The Lemurs have traded away Matt Pageant. Pageant working as a designated hitter and a first baseman. We found out when we were on the bus. At least that's when I found out. Here's a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to be a hit for Abel Nieves. So Matt Pageant no longer with the team. In fact, while we're on the way up here, we dropped him off because he's now going to be playing with the Wichita Wingnuts. And we dropped him off in Lincoln, and they're up in Lincoln this week, or for the weekend. Matt Pageant, a really, really good guy. He's going to be very missed on the team, and I'm sure manager Pete Gaviria, that was probably not an easy move for him to trade away Matt Pageant, but the Lemurs did get somebody back for him. His name is Omar Bencomo, and he's, I think, going to be a starting pitcher. We haven't talked to Pete about it yet, but I believe he is a starting pitcher, as the first pitch to Silverio is on the inside corner for a strike. 2 down, 2-0 in favor of Laredo. Runner at first base, Abel Nieves over there. Stanton working out of the stretch. And he deals. That's a breaking ball. That one misses inside. The umpire thought about calling that one. Michael Campbell was like, I'm not sure. No. That's not an easy job to be a home plate umpire. It's not easy to be an umpire, period, or any kind of official, especially a behind the plate umpire. That is low for a ball. I mean, sure, you got a great view of the game, but a very fast baseball is coming your way, and it's moving all over the place, and you got to decide if the ball went over the plate or not, and if it was between the knees and the letters or not, in a split second. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one swung, and a one-hop line drive right to the second baseman. Salerno will flip over to Penn Praise, and that'll do it for the Lemurs here. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 2-0 in favor of the Laredo Lemurs. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, well, you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit Hot Dog, and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1990. That's Texas Outlaw Grill. All right, for the RedHawks, they're going to send Michael Antonio to the plate, followed by Joe Staley, and then Drew Murin will get an opportunity to come up as well. Greg Hawley up on the mound for the Lemurs, so far off to a nice start for the team. He's held the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks to 4 hits, but is not allowed a run. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The light's starting to come on here in Fargo, and the pitch swung and a soft liner to second base. Charging is Abel Nieves. He shows it to the first base umpire. The first base umpire agrees. You made the catch. So that'll be the first out on 1 pitch. I believe that's the 2nd inning in a row that's happened. Charlie Valerio grounded out on the first pitch. Back to start the 4th inning. So that brings up Joe Staley. Staley flew out to center field in his first at-bat. Hawley delivers. That one misses inside, a little bit inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. 2-0 Laredo. Lemurs picked up a run in the first. And the 1-0. That one dots the outside corner for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Yeah, after a walk to Nieves and a walk to Silverio, Dennis Phipps got a base hit, and that drove in Abel Nieves for a 1-0 lead in the early going. The pitch. Called the strike at the knees. That was a splitter there by the starting pitcher, Greg Hawley. Then the Lemurs would get another run in the 2nd inning as Hawley gets the sign from Bailey. He pitches, and the 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. So Bailey, with 1 out, had a double in the 2nd inning, and then Byron Wiley had a ground ball up the first base line. It kicked off the bag and went underneath the first baseman's mitt and ended up down the right field line. So Wiley ended up at second base, and that brought Luke Bailey home for another run for the Lemurs. The 2-2 pitch swung on and a ground ball to Abel Nieves. He'll clean it up, throw it over to first base, and that'll wrap up things for Joe Staley here in this at-bat. So 2 down. And a lot of ground balls over to the second baseman here tonight. So 1, 2, 3, 4 ground balls to the second baseman. Here's Drew Murin. So Hawley now seeing the sunshine in his face. And he'll throw home, and that one is outside. Boy, he's just missing with that pitch. He's thrown a couple of those, and they've just been a couple inches outside for the home plate umpire. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Swung and a ground ball to the first baseman. Delmonico stays down on it. He has it, shows everybody, and then he touches the bag. 3 up, 3 down inning for the RedHawks. That's the 3rd time tonight that they've gone up 3 up and 3 down. We're going to head to the top of the 6th. Lemurs up 2-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes. ArmadilloHomes.com. Go Lemurs.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite. We invented light beer. And you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
All right, coming up to the plate for the Lemurs is Dennis Phipps. He'll start things off, and then Devontre Richardson will follow, and then Tony Delmonico will get his chance. So those are the first 3 batters for the Laredo Lemurs. Dennis Phipps stops at home plate and talks to the home plate umpire for a moment before he gets into the batter's box. 2-0 Lemurs, and Taylor Stanton winds and throws. That one swung on and fouled back. Look up here. Off the very tip of the roof of the suite level, and it goes bounding down into the stands. And hopefully everybody's all right down there. I heard a silence, and now the baseballs are being shown off, and I think everybody's okay. That's good. Next pitch to Phipps, misses low. And the way the ball hit the very corner of the suite level, and it came just bounding down very quickly. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Ooh, and a nasty changeup. Phipps way out in front of that pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So a little bit more about the starting pitcher today, Taylor Stanton. We told you he was the pitcher of the year in the American Association back in 2013. Played his affiliated ball with the Mariners, the 1-2 delivery, and that one's very high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. While he was with the Mariners, he made stops in Everett. That's up in Washington. Played in the Northwest League with the Everett Aqua Sox. Here comes the 2-2 throw. Swung on in a high fly ball to left. This one's hit very well. Will it get out of the park? It is off the bottom of the wall. Phipps turning on the afterburners. He's going to head into second base. He'll have a double. He'll stand up double for Phipps. That one seemed to have a lot underneath it when it first went out there, and it did. It ended up hitting the wall, but not enough to get it out of here. So a double for the Lemurs, and that's a leadoff double. So a runner at second base and nobody down, and Devontre Richardson will come up to the plate. Richardson batting out of the 5-hole. We saw him in the leadoff spot quite a bit for the Lemurs in the early going, but now that the Lemurs have Jimmy Mojica, Mojica is in the leadoff spot. So runner at second base and nobody out for Laredo. The Sunshine making another appearance here before it goes all the way down for the night. Bunted at. The ball is bunted right back to Stanton. Stanton will throw over to second base. The ball hits Phipps, and it goes into center field. Phipps up quickly. He'll head over to third base. And Steve Hine, the third base coach, will hold him up there. So Richardson showing bunting at the ball. Actually kind of jabbed at the ball and popped it up right to the pitcher, Stanton. So we'll see there's going to be an error on the play, an error on the pitcher. And Richardson is safe. Excuse me, Phipps is safe at third base. Well, it kind of worked like a sacrifice. 2-0 Lemurs, and here's Tony Delmonico with 1 down. One of the coaches in the dugout for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks is telling the right fielder to move in, and he's telling him emphatically. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Who's going to get this one? Oh, it's going to be a dance-off party. The third baseman, Antonio, in foul territory will grab it. Valerio, Valerio, the catcher, threw his mask off and was just looking up at it like, I don't want anything to do with this thing. And he ended up giving way to the third baseman, Antonio, who had plenty of time to get underneath it and make the catch. Here's Kevin Taylor. Well, that is what Delmonico did not want to do, is just pop out to the infield. He definitely wanted to send the ball to the outfield. So now a runner at third base and 2 down for the Lemurs. And the pitch, low for a ball. 2-0 Laredo. So after making a stop in Everett for Taylor Stanton, he moved over to Clinton, played in the Midwest League for the Clinton Lumber Kings. The 1-0 pitch. A check swing by Taylor, and the home plate umpire said it was a strike anyway. Then in 2011, Taylor Stanton played for the High Desert Mavericks in the Cal League. That year he put up a 4-5 record and a 5.65 ERA. In that same season, he played for the Jackson Generals. Here's a swing and a miss by Taylor. He's looking at a 1-2 count. In 2012, he pretty much repeated the same thing. Went to High Desert Jackson, and in 2013 came up here to Fargo. That's when he ended up winning the Pitcher of the Year award. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Quick look at third base, and now the full wind by Stanton. And a check swing. The catcher drops the ball, and they'll check down with the umpire at third base to see if Taylor went around. He did not. So he'll get another opportunity. 2-0 Lemurs, but another run 90 feet away if they can bring him in. Going to be a 2-2 count to Kevin Taylor. Taylor 0 for 2 on the day. We're in the top of the 6th inning. So Stanton with a new baseball. Toes the rubber, peeks over his mitt, and looks underneath that black and red cap. He'll deliver. Swung on a high fly ball. Shallow right. Dunnigan coming in. The second baseman, Salerno, going out. Salerno grabs it. And that's going to do it for the Lemurs. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Lemurs are up 2-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. Do you want to sit in a car for 7 hours, risk a flat tire, traffic, or highway construction delays? Fly direct from Laredo International Airport to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Airlines. From Dallas, you can change planes and take a flight to Tokyo, London, or even Rio de Janeiro. With 4 daily arrivals and departures, American Airlines is sure to have a connection that works best for you. So avoid spending hours in the car or risk an accident on the highway or even a flat tire. Fly in comfort from Laredo International Airport. Visit AA.com for details and to book a reservation.
Todos sabemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. Tammy U me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. Tammy U me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por Tammy U.
Inscríbete ahora para verano y otoño. Visita tammyu.edu y sé impulsado.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
This summer, Allegiant will increase to 4 weekly flights to Las Vegas, Nevada. If gambling in Vegas isn't your thing, Allegiant is also increasing to 2 weekly flights to Orlando. Enjoy the Disney theme parks, Legoland, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the Kennedy Space Center. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Miller?
All right, leading it off for the RedHawks is going to be Zach Penn-Praise, followed by the top of the order, Chad Mazingo, and then Frank Salerno will come up to the plate. Greg Holly staying on the mound for the Lemurs. Going to try to put together his longest outing of the season. Looking good so far, holding down the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. The Lemurs are up 2-0. And the first pitch to Penn-Praise misses low and away. Holly's longest outing of the season is 6 innings. And he'll wind and deliver on the 1-0. Swinging a hard hit ground ball. One hopper right back to Tony Delmonico. The first baseman will grab it and go and touch the bag, and that'll do it for Penn-Praise. One down, and we go to the top of the order for Chad Mozingo. Each team with 4 hits. But the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks have made 2 errors in the ball game tonight. The Lemurs were not able to take advantage of one of them back in their last at-bats. Remember, Dennis Phipps started things off with a double and ended up going to third base on a pickoff move, and that's where he stayed at third base. Here's the first pitch to Mazingo. It's in there for a strike. So if Holly gets through this inning, he'll match his 6th-inning performance against St. Paul. St. Paul ended up winning that ball game 2-1. That was the closest game of the 3-game series. Mazingo with a big swing and a foul ball back into the catcher, and it rolls slightly off to the right. The first start of the season for Greg Holly, pitched against Damarillo. Lemurs ended up losing 9-1. A rough outing there for Holly, even though he only gave up 1 earned run. He gave up a total of 6 runs altogether on 8 hits. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the kick and the throw, and that one is a splitter there, and it misses low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He delivers again, and that one is low and outside. Holly earned 4 varsity letters in high school. So a really good athlete, playing varsity ball since his freshman year. The 2-2, low and inside. That's not easy to do for anybody. And of course, a lot of these guys on this baseball field, very, very talented and get that opportunity. Of course, anytime you're drafted by a Major League Baseball team, that means you're pretty good at baseball. Pretty good. A full count now. And Holly will throw again with one down. Swung and a ground ball up the middle. It hits off the shin of Holly, and it rolls into no man's land up the right field line. Mozingo on his horse. He's going to try to go to second base. Delmonico's got to run up the right field line and grab it. Well, the ball was smoked back up the middle. Holly tried to grab it with his mid. I believe it hit off of his shin and just kind of ricocheted over towards the first baseman. Delmonico, who was heading towards first, had the ball get by him. He had to go up the right field line to retrieve it. So that's going to be a double for Mozingo. And the RedHawks have a base runner at second base. Just an unfortunate play there. Well, the RedHawks tonight have had one batter all the way over to third base. And that was Valerio, who ended up getting gunned down trying to come home on a wild pitch. First pitch to the batter, Salerno, and that one misses inside. So 2-0 Lemurs. But Fargo threatening here with a runner at second base. Holly out of the stretch. He'll set. He'll look back at second. He kicks high and throws home. That one's low, and a snap throw back to second base. The tag is a little bit tardy. Good throw there by Luke Bailey as Abel Nieves sneaking in behind the runner, Mozingo. So now 5 hits for Fargo tonight. The RedHawks have gone down in order in the 4th and in the 5th inning. They went down in order in the 2nd inning as well, but making a little bit of noise here. Holly spins and looks back to second base. He was about to go into his windup, and all of a sudden he moves his momentum back to second. So 2 balls and no strikes again. Well, sun's starting to go down here. You can tell a big difference in temperature right away. The 2-0 pitch. Swung and a chopper up to the third baseman. Charging it, Silverio. He has it on the grass. He'll make a strong throw to first base. And the Lemurs get the out. Moving up on the plate at third base is Mozingo. So a 5-3 put out and 2 down. And Charlie Valerio's coming up to the plate. Valerio 1 for 2 on the day. Singled back in the first, and he's the guy that got all the way to third. And then ended up trying to come home on the pass ball. He grounded out to second base on his other at-bat. So manager Pete Incaviglia out of the dugout. He's going to talk things over with Greg Holly. As the number 3 man, Charlie Valerio, is coming up. So just a quick meeting there by manager Pete Incaviglia. He'll trot back into the dugout. Former major leaguer Pete Incaviglia played 12 years in the big leagues. Hit over 200 home runs in the majors. Hit 100 home runs in college for Oklahoma State University. So here's Valerio. So the number 3 hitter against the starting pitcher for the Laredo Lemurs with a runner at third. So a big at bat here. The Lemurs are going to try to hold on to that 2-0 lead. Valerio's the catcher. He's a switch hitter, so batting from the left side. Valerio batting .367 on the year. He's already got 1 hit tonight, and he picked up 2 hits in last night's game against Wichita. He sees a pitch here and lines it sharply into foul territory. So Valerio saw that one well and fouls it off. Valerio was signed by the Cleveland Indians as a non-drafted free agent out of the Dominican Republic back in 2010. He batted .259 with 44 doubles and 4 triples, 16 homers, and 124 RBIs. He also scored 118 runs in 240 games with the Indians organization. Here's the next pitch, low and inside. He threw out an amazing 40% of would-be base stealers in 129 games. That's amazing. 40% is very, very good. A good catcher usually has anywhere from 28 to 30%. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swung in a line, driving to center field. Richardson on the run. He'll try to catch up to it. It's over his head. The ball bounces, and coming in to score from third is Mozingo. Going in with a stand-up double is Valerio. So Gartrell will come up to the plate now with a runner at second base. Lemurs up 2-1. No bullpen action for the Lemurs right now, just to let you know. I think manager Pete Cavilla is going to try to let Greg Hawley go. He's been pretty conservative with the pitches. And the pitch. And that one is taken for a strike on the outside corner. Looked like a slider there from the starting pitcher, Hawley. Balls and 1 strike. That one is low for a ball. That was a fastball and a nasty one. Had a lot of steam behind it. Had some giddy up on it. Little fuzz, little hair. 1 ball and 1 strike. So the number 4 hitter, Gartrell, batting only .218 on the season. Runner at second base and 2 down. The kick and the deal. Swing and a miss. That was a nice pitch. The slider. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lemurs trying to get out of it with the lead now. They've given up a run. Hawley sits right below the letters and delivers, and that one is swung on a miss, strike 3. So he sits down Gartrell, ends up allowing 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. We're going to go to the top of the 7th inning. Lemurs up 2-1. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people, epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, break dancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain Cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800. Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Kaplan College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800.
Kaplan College does not guarantee employment or career advancement. Information about programs at www.kaplancollege.com/consumer-info.
For the Lemurs, Luke Bailey will lead it off, followed by Byron Wiley, and then Jimmy Mojica will come up to the plate. 2-1 Lemurs. RedHawks get a run there in the 6th inning. A one-out double by Chad Mazingo, and then a double by Charlie Valerio to bring him home. Here's the pitch. Misses high to Bailey. Bailey on the day, he had a double back in the 2nd inning. He was brought around on an error when Byron Wiley hit the ball up the first baseline. It went between the legs of the first baseman, Joe Staley. Bailey hits a pop fly, but it's going to get back out of play. So the Lemurs up by a run. Playing a tight ball game here with the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Remember, the Lemurs bats were on fire against the Lincoln Salt Dogs. They did very well there. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. But tonight, even though they had the lead, they run into a pitcher that used to be the American Association Pitcher of the Year. So obviously Taylor Stanton knows how to throw. So it was not going to be an easy task coming into the ball game. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. That one high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Luke Bailey trying to get on any way he can to start things off for the Laredo Lemurs. Remember, tomorrow night a 6 o'clock start. The 2-2 pitch outside for a ball. And then on Sunday, a 1 o'clock start here in Fargo. Then the Lemurs will head on down to Wichita, Kansas, play the Wichita Wingnuts. First time they'll face off against Wichita this year. The 3-2 pitch. So a check swing by Bailey, and the home plate umpire says he went around. So another strikeout in the books for Taylor Stanton. That's the 5th strikeout he's thrown up on the board. Wiley coming up to the plate. So the number 9 hitter, Wiley, the batter. Taylor Stanton taking a look at the baseball before he puts it into the mitt and cradles it next to his chest. Wiley will tap the plate a couple of times, and he's ready to go. Here's the pitch. That one is in and out of the glove of the catcher, but the home plate umpire says that's good for a strike. Caught the inner third of the plate, just a little bit below the belt of Wiley. 1 kick and deal. Wiley was the guy that hit that ground ball that went between the legs of Joe Staley that allowed Luke Bailey to come in to score back in the 2nd. I thought that Wiley might get a double out of it because the ball kicked off first base and it stayed flat after that, and that's how it went between the legs of the first baseman. Next pitch is high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lemurs up by a run. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Moving quickly through this one. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 3. Ball will go around the horn, and there's 2 down. So another strikeout on the board, and that's going to be the 6th of the night thrown up by Taylor Stanton. So the Lemurs will go up to the top of the order, be looking for a 2-out rally here with Jimmy Mojica at the plate. Mojica tonight, he's 0 for 3. Grounded out to second, popped out to the catcher, and then struck out. The pitch. He sees that one miss outside just by a little bit. So 1 ball and no strikes. Mojica partially in the batter's box. Now he'll go ahead and climb back in as he waits for Taylor Stanton. Stanton peers over the mitt. He'll thrust the knee up, and he throws. That is inside for a ball. So he missed outside on the first pitch just by a little bit. Comes back and misses by a hair on the inside part of the plate. And now Mojica with a 2-0 count. So Mojica definitely in charge here on the 2-0 pitch. Should get a fastball to hit. And nope, instead a curveball comes in and it misses outside. So Stanton not giving in, saying, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and throw what I want, even though I'm way behind in the count. Now he's even further back with a 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball hits the outside corner. Just a little bit above the knee, so a nice pitch. But nonetheless, a 3-0 pitch usually turns into a strike if it's anywhere close. So make it 3-1 now to Mojica. Lemurs up by a run. And the kick and the throw home. That one swung on and popped foul. Mojica was ready to go on that one. Looking at a 3-1 pitch, and Mojica said, let me try to play launch a ball here. Ooh, I just got a big whiff of cinnamon donut-y thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but it smells good. I know it has cinnamon in it, and I know there's dough somewhere around it. Every now and then when you be sitting in the press box, you get a nice whiff of something. And that time I got a whiff of cinnamon and donut doughy thing. I don't know what it is, but it smells delicious. The 3-2. Ball 4. That one was outside to Mojica. He's on the base paths, and Abel Nieves coming up to the plate. So the Lemurs are in business. Now here comes Doug Simonek, the manager for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. That might be it for Taylor Stanton. They got a pitcher warming up at the bullpen. In fact, I see him starting to come out, I believe. He's starting to head towards the bullpen door anyway. So Simonek going to take the baseball away from his starting pitcher, and that's it for Taylor Stanton. And he'll get a nice round of applause. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we get back. 2-1 Lemurs.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
¿Qué Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Calle Norte Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transports to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is locally owned and operated. Call now for your free consultation. 956-712-8911. That's 956-712-8911. Capital Care EMS, creating a new standard in medical transportation. Capital Care EMS, the official ambulance of your Laredo Lemurs.
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
All right, new pitcher in for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. His name is Mike Noteware. He's from Sunland, California, 6 foot even, 190 pounds. Went to Lewis and Clark State College, coming in with a record of no wins and 1 loss and a 6.75 ERA. So runner at first base and 2 down, a 2-1 game. Lemurs in the lead, and here's Abel Nieves, a quick toss to first, and Mojica, boy, very close to getting picked off there. So Mojica walks, and that's the end of the night for Taylor Stanton. So if Mojica scores, it'll go against Stanton's ERA, unless there's a error someplace or a pass ball, and that one is in my basement, and Mojica will take second, so that will be an error on the pitcher himself. So with 2 down, Abel Nieves now with a runner in scoring position. So let's see if the Lemurs can bring that run home. 2-1 Lemurs. Abel Nieves already with a hit in tonight's ball game. Noteware delivers. That one is way inside. So 1 ball and no strikes. That was the first pitch he's thrown. Yeah, so he's got an 0-1 record, a 6.75 ERA through 7 games. He's thrown in 10 2/3 of an inning, has struck out 10, has walked 3, and has given up 12 hits. 1 ball and no strikes. The delivery. That one grazes the inside corner. Nice pitch there by Noteware. Makes it a 1-1 count. Lemurs up by a run. Noteware spent last year with the New York Yankees organization. And the 1-1 pitch, a couple of head nods back to second. Now the pitch is thrown, and it's inside for a ball. 2-1. He was 3-0 with a 3.23 ERA and 5 saves for the Yankees Gulf Coast affiliate. And he also appeared in 1 game with the Tampa Bay Yankees. They play in the Florida State League. The Tampa Yankees, that's where the Yankees hold their spring training. Now Abel Nieves calling timeout. He wants to step out of the box. Tap his cleats, make sure his shoes are on nice and tight. And right back in he goes. 2 balls and 1 strike. Noteware holds the ball behind his back, looks in, gets the sign from the catcher Valerio. And the pitch. That one is inside for a ball. So it's 3-1. And we had a little barking from the dugout where the RedHawks sit. I heard somebody say, "Oh, come on, Blue." So somebody didn't like it, and the home plate umpire did turn his head over there and took a look into the dugout to try to find the culprit. Mojica at second. He has his lead. The pitch. Just missed. A walk to Abel Nieves. So Taylor Stanton got the first 2 guys that he saw in the inning, Luke Bailey and Byron Wiley, to strike out. Then Jimmy Mojica walks. They change pitchers, and coming in is Noteware. And Noteware walks the first guy he sees. So the Lemurs still up by a run, and now Juan Silverio coming into the batter's box to see if he can do some damage. Silverio's been hot since joining the Lemurs. Only playing in his 3rd game with the club, and he hits a line drive here into right field. Dunnigan coming in. He'll leap and make the catch. And that'll do it for Laredo. So no runs, no hits, 1 error and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 2-1 Lemurs. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
3, 2, 1, number one. That's Laredo's #1 Chevy dealer. Family Chevrolet turns the best day ever into the best month ever. 15% off, not good enough, but 25% off, now that makes it the best month ever. With over 600 vehicles available, makes it the best pricing ever. 2015 Equinox, 2015 Traverse, not 15, but 25% off. And the best financing rates for the best month ever, 1.9 interest. Family Chevrolet of Laredo.com. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet. Family Chevrolet is the #1 volume Chevy dealer for a reason. Every customer rides during our spring cleaning closeout sale with massive price cuts on 600 Chevys. New 2015 Chevy Cruze. How about 25% off MSRP? Wow, that's huge. Or only $199 a month. New 2015 Malibu for only $269 a month. Or 25% off MSRP. Plus 2 years free maintenance and a 100,000-mile warranty. It's a spring cleaning closeout sale happening now at the #1 volume Chevy dealer. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Honey Mustard Water Chicken Club. The chicken is hot and fresh. It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese topped with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
All the flavors come together just perfect. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. You know, sweet and savory, it's a perfect mix.
Try the new Honey Mustard Water Chicken Club.
Only at Whataburger for a limited time.
Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
All right, Greg Holly retowing the rubber for the Lemurs as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Swinging, that one's fouled back. The batter, Joe Dunnigan. He's followed by Michael Antonio, and then Joe Staley will come up to the plate. Lemurs up by 1, a 2-1 lead. Lemurs got a run in the first and a run in the second inning. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss there. Swinging at the splitter is Joe Dunnigan, and he can't catch up to it. So he's looking at an 0-2 count. And another pitch. That one swung on a miss. A splitter again. The ball is underneath the feet of Dunnigan. He's trying to walk back to the dugout. Bailey's trying to grab it so he can tag him. Lemurs get the out on the strikeout. Only the second strikeout thrown up on the board by Greg Holly. Not a big strikeout guy in this ball game. It's more of a ground out pitcher. He'll throw the sinker and the splitter. Both of those balls with dipping action. They have natural dipping action. Here's Michael Antonio. 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch. He swings and it's a hard hit ground ball. It goes off of the glove of Silverio and into shallow left field. Silverio tried to play it off to his left. It's going to be a base hit. It was very hard hit. Silverio had to go down to a knee to try to grab it, but wasn't going to happen this time. Joe Staley now coming up to the plate. So, by the way, with that 1 out when Joe Dunnigan struck out, that is now the longest outing by any Lemur starter on the season. 6 1/3 of an inning. 2 Lemurs have gone 6 innings. Well, Sam Martin and the guy on the mound, Greg Holly, but now 6 1/3 is the longest outing by any Lemurs pitcher. And Mike Meyer, the pitching coach for the Lemurs, is going to make a trip up to the mound. So a conversation with Greg Holly with Mike Meyer and the rest of the infield and a runner at first base. Manager Pete Gaviglio will usually make the changes, but Mike Meyer, I think, just trying to talk to Holly, make sure he's in a good place before he goes on here in the ball game. And there is a lefty warming up for the Lemurs down in the bullpen. I believe that's Henry Garcia from a distance. So Holly taking a look over at first base before he gets ready to throw. So Michael Antonio over there. And getting into the batter's box is Joe Staley. 2-1 Lemurs. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, so in the later innings of the ball game. Here's the pitch. That one's off the glove of Bailey. He can't find it, and it goes out, actually out in front of him. So heading to second base is Antonio. And they're going to call that a wild pitch. So now a runner at second base, and that's the tying run for Fargo. Staley looking at a 1-0 count. Staley, a big boy down there in the batter's box. Hawley kicks and throws. That is low for a ball. Joe Staley, also a catcher, tonight working as a first baseman out of Frisco, Texas. He's 6'1", 235 pounds. Yeah, he's very broad. Played last year with the River City Rascals. Played 36 games with them. Also spent some time with the Florence Freedom last year, both in the Frontier League. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Now timeout's called at the last moment. Hawley started to go into his motion. And pitchers do not like that when they get halted in their motion. In 2013, Staley played with the Grand Prairie RedHawks, but just for a short time, 8 games. The 2-0 pitch. That is low for a ball. Staley currently 26 years old. He's a switch hitter, so batting from the left side this time. In the last game against Wichita, he went 3 for 4. And Staley was drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays in the 39th round back in 2007. The 3-0 pitch. That one clips the outside corner, making it a 3-1 count. He didn't come out then. Was later drafted by the Giants in the 8th round of the 2010 amateur draft out of Lubbock Christian University. Played 3 seasons in the Giants organization, making it up to Augusta, which is their low A ball team in the Sally League. The 3-1 pitch. That one's low, ball 4. So a walk, and here comes Drew Murin. 2-1 in favor of Laredo, and now manager Pete Gavilli is out of the dugout. That's it for Greg Hawley. He goes 6 1/3 in the game, and 2 runners are on, but an overall nice outing there for Greg Hawley. And now the Lemurs have to bring in somebody from the bullpen to try to hold down the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. We'll take a timeout, come back and tell you who it is. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific Boys and Girls Clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas Inflatable Rentals has Laredo's largest water slides. We're proud to say that we serve the greater Laredo area and supply slip sliding fun for kids of all ages. Texas Inflatable Rentals has a huge selection of inflatables for every budget. And to add to the party, we rent tables, chairs, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, and cotton candy machines that will help take your party to the next level. We also have moonwalks and bounce houses. Contact Texas Inflatable Rentals at 956-436-3909 or at texasinflatablerentals.com and book with the coupon code LEMURS for a 10% discount. That's Texas Inflatable Rentals, Laredo's largest water slide.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
So Henry Garcia gets the call to come on in and try to put out the fire. Lemurs are up by a run in the bottom of the 7th inning. Garcia on the season, a record of 1 win and 1 loss, a 2.34 ERA. He has pitched in 6 games for the Lemurs, has thrown 7 2/3 innings, has struck out 6, has walked 3, and has given up 9 hits on the year. He's given up only 3 runs, and only 2 of them have been earned on the season, and that came back on May 27th against Grand Prairie. So it's a lefty-lefty matchup, and that's the main reason that Lemurs manager Pete Cavilla goes with Garcia right now to give him a lefty-lefty matchup here in this situation. With 1 out, Lemurs looking for a double play ball. Here's the pitch, and that's a curve ball. That one hits the strike zone. Nicely placed there. Garcia will throw a fastball, a curve, and a changeup. So he starts things off with a curveball to Murin. Murin 0 for 2 on the day. A couple of ground outs, so the Lemurs could use one of those right now. And you can definitely tell Greg Hawley with his splitter and his sink. Throws a lot of ground balls, and here's another curveball lined up the middle. Devontre Richardson will get to it. That's going to send everybody up one base. Antonio will not try to come home. The ball was hit way well. That loads the bases with one down. And here comes manager Pete Gaviria. And I think he's going to make a change. Henry Garcia's job was to get that guy out. And there's going to be another pitching change here. So we'll take one more break, come back with some more action for you. The Lemurs are on defense. The bases are loaded for the RedHawks, and the Lemurs are up by 1.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Hey Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
All right, so it's Ryan Beckman on to pitch for the Lemurs. He'll face off against Zach Penn-Praise. The bases are loaded for Fargo, and the Lemurs are up by a run. Beckman has been outstanding so far this year for the Laredo Lemurs. 1-0 on the record, no ERA. He's pitched in 7 games. So he's only allowed 1 run, but it was unearned back against Amarillo on May 24th. Ever since then, things have been silent with Beckman out there on the hill. So he's in charge here, trying to get the Lemurs back in the dugout with a lead. Lemurs are only up by a run. Here comes the pitch. That one is a fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Penn-Praise does not like the call. Penn-Praise batting out of the 9-hole. Really not used to seeing that. Kind of shook my head when I saw it earlier today. It's usually one of the 1 or 2 guys in the batting order. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a chopper up to Delmonico. He dives. He'll flip to second for 1. The Lemurs try to make the throw. No, Mojica will hold on to the ball. Scoring's Antonio. Staley goes up to third base on the play. Murin is out on the 3-6 put out at second. That's the second out of the inning. And Penn-Praise will reach on the fielder's choice, but he'll drive in a run. Well, that definitely could have been a lot more trouble than it was if Delmonico didn't get to the ball. Delmonico makes a nice diving play and saves the ball from going into the outfield, which at least would have scored 2. Now the game's tied at 2, and runners at the corners. And into the batter's box is the top of the order, Chad Mazingo. So Beckman going to try to dance out of the trouble here for his fellow mates, Greg Hawley and Henry Garcia. The pitch. Swinging a line drive up the middle. Ranging back, Devontre Richardson, and it'll go over his head. It's going to go all the way out to the warning track. 1 run's in. Here comes Penn-Praise. He's being waved home. He will score. 2 more runs up on the board for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. It's now a 4-2 lead for Fargo. Penn-Praise scores all the way from first base. Staley from third. And Mazingo gets himself a big double and 2 RBIs. His second double of the night, his 4th hit of the evening. He has 2 doubles and 2 singles. So Beckman gets hit hard there, and it goes over the head of the very quick Devontre Richardson, but the ball was hit on a line and just kept soaring. Here's Salerno, runner at second base and 2 down, a 4-2 lead for Fargo. The pitch. That was a changeup there from Beckman, and way out in front was Salerno. Salerno 0 for 3, but look at Mazingo go tonight. 4 hits and 4 at-bats, 2 doubles and 2 singles, and he has 2 RBIs. Runner at second and 2 down. Beckman holds very low. And the pitch. A swing and a miss. Another changeup there. No balls and 2 strikes. So Beckman trying to work a strikeout to get the Lemurs back in the dugout. So that erases Hawley's night. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. That is low. Bailey smothers it. Bailey will reach back and try to get a new baseball. 2 of the 3 runs that have scored go to Greg Hawley, so he'll be in line for the loss if the Lemurs do go on and lose the game, since one of those runs helps the RedHawks take the lead. The runner that Henry Garcia led on was raced at second base. Now timeout's called, and I think there was a balk called. And the first base umpire called the balk. That sends the runner from second up to third. Now Bailey's going to head out and talk things over with Beckman. So a 2-run difference in the game right now with Fargo in the lead. It's been all Lemurs. Well, a 2-0 and then a 2-1 lead. So not all Lemurs, but a game where the Lemurs have led the whole way up until now. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a soft liner up the middle. Now it's on the grass. It'll roll into center field. That'll score the run from third. That'll make it a 5-2 lead for Fargo. Well, Beckman not having a normal Beckman kind of night. I told you earlier he had not allowed a run. And that run actually, the last 2 runs that have come in to score actually belonged to Beckman. So he now has an ERA. He's really worked out of trouble very well. But I guess when you come in with the bases loaded, it's not easy. Runner at first base and 2 down. The pitch. That one hits the outside corner. That was a slider there by Beckman. No balls and 1 strike. 5-2 RedHawks. Charlie Valerio is the batter. He's 2 for 3 on the night. And the pitch. Swing, and there's a line drive right at the third baseman. Silverio puts it away. And that'll do it for Fargo, but they caused some damage. They come up with 4 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. We're going to the top of the 8th. Lemurs down 5-2. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1990. That's Texas Outlaw Grill. All right, the pitcher, Mike Noteware, stays in the ball game for Fargo. He faced two batters against the Lemurs there in the top of the 7th inning. It's now 5-2 Fargo. 5 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors for Fargo. 2 runs on 4 hits for the Lemurs. They have no errors in the ball game. Here's Dennis Phipps. Noteware delivers, and it's a breaking ball that misses high. New player in at third base. Brent Peterson, number 4, is going on at third, so I believe Antonio was coming out of the game. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss there, a changeup. Phipps way outside, or way out in front of that one. So Phipps checks his bat, makes sure there's no holes in it, and back into the batter's box he goes. A 1-1 count. Here's the kick on the throw home, and that one is swung on a line drive past the third baseman into left field. That's a base hit. Third hit of the night for Phipps. So he's having a night. Him and Chad Mazingo from the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks having good nights with the bat. Here's Richardson. And that double that went over Richardson's head that was hit by Mazingo, man, that thing just kept on going. Richardson very quick. I thought he had a chance to get to it. Here's the pitch. That one is inside for a ball. It scares Richardson off of the plate. But Richardson not faster than a speeding bullet, apparently. 1 ball and no strikes. Toss over to first base, and Phipps is back in safely. We'll get you the score from around the American Association tonight. Let you know what's going on in the rest of the league. The hard-hitting Joplin Blasters are beating the Winnipeg Goldeyes 8-4. That game in the top of the 6th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. And the kick and the throw home. Swung on, hit well into left field. Mazingo, he's going back, still ranging back. He'll reach up, he's at the track, he'll make the catch. Phipps will head back to first base. So Richardson put a drive into the ball, but Mazingo had some room out there to work with. 1 down, and here's Tony Delmonico. Yeah, Joplin's up 8-4 in the top of the 6th inning up in Winnipeg. They had to cross the border. Winnipeg came down and played the Lemurs back in 2012, and then the following year the Lemurs went up to Winnipeg. Here's the pitch. That is high for a ball to Tony Delmonico. Amarillo and Kansas City, they're in the top of the 7th inning in the first game of a doubleheader. They're tied at 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch coming up from Noteware. Breaking ball, slider outside. Sioux City 6, Grand Prairie 1. That game in the bottom of the 7th. They're playing down in Grand Prairie. St. Paul's up 3-1 over Sioux Falls. They're playing in the beautiful new home of the St. Paul Saints. I believe it's called CHW Field, CWH Field, something like that. The pitch. That is in there for a strike. It clips the inside corner. Makes it a 2-1 count. Lincoln and Wichita, they're playing ball. It's 3-2 in favor of the Wichita Wingnuts. Noteware looking over his shoulder. Checking on Phipps. He delivers. Swung on and popped up. That'll get back over our heads. Yeah, the new ballpark in St. Paul is called CHS Field. I think it has to do with a bank, but don't quote me on that. CHS Field. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I hear it's a gem. I hear it's a beauty. I hear it's very nice. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging, that one's fouled straight back. Look out down there. Ball came straight back and made some kids flinch. 5-2 Fargo. They scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Delmonico taps the plate with the bat. Delmonico could put a charge into a baseball. He can change the game quickly here. And the pitch. Whoa, that hits him. Delmonico got it on the elbow, I believe. So he'll head up to first base. He stands very close to the plate. Not surprised to see him get plunked every now and then. And that'll bring up Kevin Taylor. So runners at first and second, and that'll bring the pitching coach out for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Michael Schlacht will make an appearance. He gets to show off his new cleats. So let's check in with that Wichita game. Matt Pageant in the lineup tonight for Wichita, formerly of the Lemurs. Remember, the Lemurs traded Matt Pageant right after the ball game on Wednesday, and Pageant is now 1 for 3 for the Wichita Wingnuts. Wingnuts pretty much a brand new baseball team. They ended up winning the American Association title last year, and pretty much a new team out there. A lot of new faces on the Wichita Wingnuts club. So runners at first and second now for Laredo, and here's Kevin Taylor. There's 1 out. So the Lemurs can do some damage and try to get right back into this thing. They're down 3 right now. Nowhere delivers high for a ball. Bullpen action right now for the Fargo team. Warming up down in the bullpen is Ty Kelly. I see Ty Kelly. Nowhere taking a long look into the catcher. He's finally got a good sign he likes. The 1-0. That one clips the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one in there at 90 miles an hour. So a fastball from Nowhere. They have a sign that says "Who Hot" that shows the mile per hours on the pitches. And the "Who Hot" sign belongs to a company that sells food. As the next pitch misses low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one in there at 92 miles an hour, according to the "Who Hot" sign. The "Who Hot" says it's spelled H-U-H-O-T, Who Hot, and it's a Mongolian barbecue place. Mongolian barbecue, yummy. The 2-1. Swan, fly ball to left, or right, excuse me, and it's a foul ball, very, very foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Kevin Taylor. Taylor back into the batter's box. Kicks a little dirt up. Nowhere, you get in the sign. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball into left field, and that one's going to get foul. That'll get down in the beer deck. There's a little beer party deck down the left field line where there's a bunch of tents out there and some people standing up and having a good old time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lemurs down 3. We're in the top of the 8th inning, so the Lemurs running out of time here. They had a 2-1 lead for a while. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and that one's popped up on the infield. There should be an infield fly, and the catcher, Valerio, is going to try to make the catch, and he will. He makes the catch in fair territory. That's the 2nd out. Here comes Doug Simonek. Simonek, the field manager for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, entering his 20th season as the RedHawks manager. He's been here since the start. Looks like he's going to get a new pitcher. Looks like Dennis Phipps and Tony Delmonico thinks a new pitcher's coming in. And there goes the umpire to go grab the new pitcher. So we'll tell you about the new pitcher when he comes in. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this. Integrity, responsibility, service, and of course quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes, armadillohomes.com. Go Lemurs.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lights, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
Do you want to sit in a car for 7 hours, risk a flat tire, traffic, or highway construction delays? Fly direct from Laredo International Airport to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Airlines. From Dallas, you can change planes and take a flight to Tokyo, London, or even Rio de Janeiro. With 4 daily arrivals and departures, American Airlines is sure to have a connection that works best for you. So avoid spending hours in the car or risk an accident on the highway or even a flat tire. Fly in comfort from Laredo International Airport. Visit AA.com for details and to book a reservation.
Todos a...
New pitcher in for Fargo. His name is Ty Kelly, and he's out of Columbus, Georgia. 6'4", 200 pounds. He went to Auburn University for his college days. Comes into tonight's game with a record of no wins and 2 losses, a 3.37 ERA. Going to be pitching in his 8th game of the year. He has 2 saves under his belt, so he actually might be trying to get a 4-out save here tonight as he comes into the 8th inning with 2 down. And he's going to be facing off against Luke Bailey. Bailey with a double in his last at bat. So here's the situation. Lemurs are down by 3. It's a 5-2 game in favor of Fargo. Dennis Phipps is over there at second base. He reached on a single. Then Tony Delmonico was hit by a pitch with 1 out. Kevin Taylor just popped out to the catcher, and now Luke Bailey's coming up to the plate against Ty Kelly. Kelly last pitched on June 3rd against Wichita, and he struck out 3 batters and faced 7. He has a total of 10 strikeouts on the season over 8 innings of work. So runners at first and second base and 2 down. And Ty Kelly will set, work out of the stretch, and he kicks and throws home, and that's a breaking ball and a quick snap throw down to second base. Phipps has to hustle back in, and he's in there safely. Close place and a nice throw by the catcher Valerio. Good job of sneaking in there by Zach Penpraise. So an 0-1 count to Bailey. Remember, we're in the 8th inning, so the Lemurs will have 1 more shot after this, but now's a good time to strike. They have runners on. If they get to the 9th inning, they might have to recreate it all again. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. So a couple of breaking balls to start things off to Luke Bailey. And then it's a 1-1 count. Ty Kelly is playing his 5th season of professional baseball and his first year with the RedHawks. He was 2-3 with a 3.33 ERA in 39 games with the New Jersey Jackals at the Can-Am League back in 2014. So Kelly gets the sign. He likes that call from Valerio. He'll check second. A couple of head nods. Now he delivers, and a curveball swung on, and that's fouled back, and Bailey will flip the bat up into the air and catch it as it's coming down. Not happy with himself right now. Yeah, Kelly pitched 54 innings in 2014. He allowed 23 runs, 20 of them earned on 51 hits. Struck out 48 batters in that time and walked only 10. Last year was his first and only season in the Can-Am League. He was in the Angels organization before that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Curveball misses outside, and Luke Bailey will live to breathe another day, at least for 1 more pitch. Big pitch coming up here. 2 balls and 2 strikes with runners at first and second. That last one was close. Kelly's ready to go. He throws. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and the Lemurs leave 2-1. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Fargo's coming up to the plate. Lemurs are down 3. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Vemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. Tammy U me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. Tammy U me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por Tammy U.
Inscríbete ahora para verano y otoño. Visita tammyu.edu y sé impulsado.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
This summer, Allegiant will increase to 4 weekly flights to Las Vegas, Nevada. If gambling in Vegas isn't your thing, Allegiant is also increasing to 2 weekly flights to Orlando. Enjoy the Disney theme parks, Legoland, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the Kennedy Space Center. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
All right, new pitcher in for the Lemurs. Dan Miner coming on to throw. So he'll take over here as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Lemurs on their 4th pitcher of the night. Lemurs down 5-2, and Stefan Gartrell will come up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Whoa, high and tight. Look out. He buzzed his tower. So Gartrell will step out of the batter's box and take a little bit of a breather. Dan Miner right back up on top of the hill. Doesn't seem to bother him at all. I guess it wouldn't. You're the one throwing the ball. The pitch. That's a fastball, and that one is called a strike as the batter checked his swing, but they checked down with the first base umpire. They said he went around. Otherwise, it would have been a ball. 5-2 Fargo. So a 3-run difference, and now Gartrell's going to take a moment here, trying to get reoriented into the batter's box. I think he's still buzzing after that first pitch. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Miner, who threw that pitch at 90 miles an hour, but I tell you what, his ball looks a lot faster than 90. We've seen a couple of 90 pluses tonight, but nothing looks as fast as what Miner's throwing. The pitch swung on, and that's fouled back. That one in there at 91 miles an hour. Some guys just have motion where it seems like the ball is going so much faster than other guys. And the 1-2 delivery. Curveball, that one in the dirt. Miner made his Lemurs debut on June 1st. Threw an inning, gave up a run on 3 hits. Faced 6 batters that night. That was against the Lincoln Salt Dogs in the first game. The 2-2 pitch swung on in a pop-up. Shallow left center. Coming on quickly is Taylor. Taylor on the run. He'll go into a slide. He can't get the ball. So a base hit for Gartrell. His second of the night. And here comes Joe Dunnigan to the plate. 5-2 lead for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Dan Miner was selected by the Astros in the 9th round back in 2012. He was drafted out of Texas A&M Corpus Christi, and he last pitched for the Corpus Christi Hooks of the AA Texas League, so very familiar with the Corpus Christi area is this guy. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball there. Well, with the Hooks, Miner went 0-1 with a 3.48 ERA and 7 relief appearances. In 2014, Miner helped the Lancaster Jethawks earn the California League Championship as he posted a 9-3 record and a 4.25 ERA in 36 games. The 0-1 swung on, popped up, but that'll get out of play off to the left. Miner was named the 2012 Southland Conference Newcomer of the Year when he was playing college ball. He led the all-conference starters with a 2.20 ERA, ranking second with 110 strikeouts over 4 complete games. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first base. Lemurs down 3. Miner with a hold, and now the throw. That one is high. Luke Bailey came out of his crouch looking to throw down to first base, but ends up dropping the ball, so he doesn't get the chance. So Gartrell just strolls back to first pretty easily. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Joe Dunnigan, the batter. He's 0 for 3 on the night. And Miner kicks and throws, and that one swung on and missed. A fastball at 92 miles an hour, and he couldn't lay off. Dunnigan has now struck out in back-to-back at-bats, and that's the first out in the inning. Here comes Brett Peterson. So Peterson in for Antonio. We'll get an opportunity to hit here. So Miner out of the stretch. And the pitch. That one misses high. He's missing up high when he does miss. In fact, a lot of the pitches that he's been called for, that he's gotten for strikes, have been up in the zone. And Miner gets ready. He delivers again, and that one, he spikes that one. It falls well short. That one went about 55 feet. That's a pitch that they call the scud. That's what the ball players call it anyway. I call it spiking the ball. But the players on the field, they'll usually say, he threw a scud. Let you in on a little baseball terminology, a little backdoor stuff. Little inside baseball. Here's the pitch. High for a ball. So that's going to make it a 3-0 count to Peterson. Lemurs could use a double play ball here. We're in the bottom of the 8th. So Lemurs will have one more shot here, down 5-2. Miner checks over his shoulder. And he'll kick and throw, and that one is low, ball 4. So a base hit to Gartrell, and now a walk to Peterson. No bullpen action right now for the Lemurs. And that'll bring up Joe Staley. Staley with a walk back in the 7th inning. He came in to score. Part of that 4-run inning that the RedHawks put together. They sent 8 batters to the plate in the 7th. Ended up scoring 4 on 4 hits. There were no errors in the inning, but there was a balk. There was a balk mixed in there. Runners at first and second base. Wind blowing out to left field right now. Here at Newman Outdoor Field. It is outdoors indeed. We are not playing in a dome. The pitch. Swung on, and that is tapped off the plate, and then it hits the batter in the ankle. So Joe Staley will see another pitch coming up. No balls and 1 strike. Now the football team here plays indoors, I was telling you. North Dakota State University, I should say. You got a big old stadium over to the left field wall where they play football inside. Looks pretty big from out here. I'm sure they have some cool rock concerts in there too to help fill the venue. Can't just be for football. What's that, maybe 5 to 6, maybe 7 games for a college football season at home? Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Whoa, that actually hits the batter in the leg, and it almost went behind him. So Staley stands there and takes it, and that's going to load the bases. So still no bullpen action for Laredo, so this is all in the hands of Dan Miner. Now to bring up Drew Murin. Thought the public address announcer said Drew Guerin, and I had to reacquaint myself there. It said Drew Murin. 1 out in the inning. So over at third base is Gartrell. At second, Peterson. At first is Staley, and Murin into the batter's box. The delivery. A line drive into right field, right at Dennis Phipps. Phipps will back up. He drops the ball. Coming in to score easily from third is Gartrell, and everybody will move up. The ball was literally in his mitt, and it fell to the ground. So an error on Phipps, and he has had a bunch of blunders as of late. He had 2 in 1 game in the last game the Lemurs played in against the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Those other 2 were tough. I'll give you that. He was on the run when the Lemurs were playing Lincoln. And when Phipps dropped those 2 balls, especially one as he was sprinting towards the right field line, the ball landed in his mitt and he ended up bobbling and it fell to the ground. That one probably the toughest of all 3 of these, but that one right there should have been caught. The only thing I could think of is the ball was caught in the lights. Here's Zach Penpraise. The pitch. That one is inside for a ball. I mean, very rarely will you see a right fielder with 3 errors in the matter of 2 games. Lemurs down by 4 now, and bases are still loaded for the RedHawks. Miner delivers. That one is inside. Zach Penpraise on the day. He's 0 for 3, but reached on a fielder's choice in the 7th inning and came around to score. So at third base, Peterson. Staley's at second. Murin's at first. Murin reaches on the error. The 2-0. Swinging a pop foul. That'll get up and over the ballpark here in Fargo. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 1 strike. So a 2-1 count. Penpraise with the bat on his back shoulder. Almost stands straight up and down. Here's the pitch. High and tight. 3-1. Still no bullpen action for the Lemurs. I guess manager Pete Cavilla says, well, you got into the trouble. Go ahead and work yourself out of it. And a 3-1 pitch coming up for Miner. He kicks and throws. That one swung on and got a piece of the umpire. A foul ball. And I believe it got the forearm of the home plate umpire. Well, that area is not protected on the umpires. Yeah, he's checking out his arm. He got it on the forearm, on his right forearm. First base umpire Mike Jarbrough coming down the first base line. He might want to check on his buddy. Bailey will go out and talk to the pitcher. Try to give the umpire some time to get the soreness out real quick. I've actually seen players with stitch marks on their arms or anywhere else that they get hit. You get hit with a baseball and you can look, and there's sometimes some stitch marks from the baseball that leaves their indentation on your body. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. The kick, the throw, a swing and a foul. It gets out of the ballpark over by the nice trees on the right side. Over by the MT bus stop. There's a big MT bus stop down the right field line. I could see the sign. I could actually wait for a bus after the game. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a pop-up. That one going to the left side. No MT bus stop over there, I'll tell you that much. But I think that's where that sweet smell is coming from. I think that's where that cinnamon doughy thing that I keep smelling is over there somewhere. Just keeps wafting into my room, into the press box up here and making me hungry. Here comes the 3-2. Swinging a line drive into right field. It's going to drop. That might clear the bases. It's going to roll all the way out to the 314 marker. 1 run's in. Staley's coming in. Being waved home is Murin. He will score. Penpraise in with a triple. And the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks have busted this one open. RedHawks fans celebrate. And Mike Meyer going to head out and try to calm things down with Dan Miner. 9-2 now, Fargo. So that one sliced the other way from the batter, Zach Penpraise, over the head of Delmonico, and it just touches inside the right field line. A fair ball that goes all the way down to the 3-14 marker. And Dennis Phipps has to dig it out. Here's Chad Mazingo. So we go up to the top of the order for the hottest guy tonight. Chad Mazingo, 4 for 4 on the night. 2 singles, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored, and 2 RBIs. Got a lot of 2s going on. Runner at third now and 1 out. Lemurs down 7. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Lemurs were up 2-0 for a while, and then 2-1. The pitch. Curveball. Misses low. Lemurs scored a run in the first and a run in the second. Held on to that lead until the 6th inning where the RedHawks put up a run. And things got topsy-turvy there in the 7th with the 4 runs coming in to score for the RedHawks. And they've scored 4 more here. The 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Outside for a ball. So 9 runs on 12 hits for Fargo tonight. They have 3 errors. The Lemurs have 1. But Fargo has definitely taken advantage of that 1. Line drive hit to Dennis Phipps, and the ball popped right in his mitt and right out of it. It was like a hot potato. Here's the 2-0. It's called a strike on the outer third of the plate. A fastball there by the relief pitcher, Dan Miner. Miner looks in and gets the sign from Bailey. Still looking in. Now he likes the sign. Here's the 2-1. And the pitch. Curveball swung on, and that's fouled back. Nice breaking ball there from Miner. And Mazingo barely missed it. We got to be careful with this guy tonight, man, the way he's hitting the baseball. A 4 for 4 night. You don't want to leave anything too fat over the plate. That's a 2-2 count. So Mazingo creeps back in, points the bat at the pitcher. Now he's ready to go. The 2-2 kick. Breaking ball swung on and lined into the stands. Look out down there. Hot potato coming your way this time. It'll bounce around a little bit, and then one of the kids will grab it. There's probably around 7-8 kids down the right field line waiting for something to come their way, but I don't think they expected it to be that hot. Two balls and 2 strikes. Let's do it again. Miner throws. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So that'll erase Chad Mazingo for the first time. So the number 2 hitter coming up to the plate. He's got a single and an RBI. That happened in the 7th inning. 9-2 Fargo. Bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball there, and Salerno just a little bit behind it. Most of the runs tonight for Fargo coming in the bottom half of the order. 2 runs by the number 6 batter, 2 runs by the 7 batter, a run each by the 8 and 9 batter. As the next pitch is swung on, and that's fouled into the glove of the catcher. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 down. Miner trying to get the Lemurs back into the dugout. The pitch. High and tight. 1-2. That was a fastball as well. So Salerno will see another one. The next pitch swung on a ground ball past the diving Tony Delmonico into right field. Penpraise scores. And another run up on the board. It's now a 10-2 game. That's the second RBI on the night for Salerno. That'll bring up Valerio. Valerio, the catcher. He's got 2 hits and an RBI tonight. This will be the 9th batter to come up to the plate. (10-2) the score. Runner at first base. Salerno's got a big lead, but now he's going to retreat back to first base after Minor takes a look over there. He'll get back out to that big lead, though. He's not afraid. Minor throws home, and that one is low for a ball. Well, wouldn't be good baseball for Salerno to try to run right now. With Fargo up by 8 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. That might get the guy in the batter's box hurt. The pitch. Swinging a chopper up to the second baseman. Nieves has it. He'll flip to Mojica, and that's all they need. So 5 runs come in to score. 5 runs on 3 hits. There was an error, a big one, and a couple of walks. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. Lemurs down 10-2.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800. Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Kaplan College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800.
Kaplan College does not guarantee employment or career advancement. Information about programs at www.kaplancollege.com/consumer-info.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Calle del Norte, Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transport to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is locally owned and operated. Call now for your free consultation. 956-712-8911. That's 956-712-8911. Capital Care EMS, creating a new standard in medical transportation. Capital Care EMS, the official ambulance of your Laredo Lemurs.
All right, new pitcher in for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Wiley into the batter's box, and the pitcher is Mario Chico. 10-2 the score, top of the 9th inning, so this is the Lemurs' last chance, unless they can tie it up. Here's the pitch to Wiley, and that one glazes across the outside corner for a strike. I'm thinking about all these donuts. I had to say the word glaze. So an 8-run difference in the game, man, and the Lemurs were in this one so well up into the 7th inning. And a nice pitching job tonight by Greg Hawley. Here's a soft looper out to left field, charging quickly Mazingo. The ball is going to fall. Wiley has a base hit, an opposite field base hit for Wiley to start off the inning. And I'll look back and say it all started with a little blooper hit by Byron Wiley. There's Jimmy Mojica as we go to the top of the order now for the Lemurs. Mojica searching for his first hit in the ball. Mojica will tap the plate and get ready to go. Staley over there at first base playing behind Wiley. So Wiley will be able to run free if he likes. And the pitch. That is low for a ball. 1-0. Remember, Lemurs will be here tomorrow night, a 6 o'clock start for you. The 1-0 delivery coming up. Here it is. High and outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Mojica. Chico out of the stretch. He throws. Ooh, that one's high, 3-0. So just like that, the Lemurs can get another base runner. See what they do here. Mario Chico comes into the game with a record of no wins and 1 loss, a 2.25 ERA over 3 games. He was drafted by the Yankees in the 41st round back in 2009. The 3-0. Low and outside, ball 4. So the Lemurs have 2 base runners. Now Doug Simonek going to come out and talk to his pitcher. And it's probably going to go something like this. This game is yours. You're not getting any help. You have an 8-run lead. Throw strikes. Don't be afraid to give up hits. Your stuff is good enough to put the ball over the plate. And he said even less than that. So it's probably just throw strikes. With an 8-run lead, you don't want to be too careful when you're throwing the pitch. A lot of pitchers will get into that. They want to be a little bit too fine. And then they end up walking guys, and next thing you know, the door is open. So here's Abel Nieves. Nieves on the day with a base hit back in the 5th inning. He walked in the 1st and scored the first run of the game when he was brought in by Dennis Phipps. So 10-2 the score. Fargo in the lead here, top of 9. The pitch. In tight to Abel Nieves. That one at 90 miles an hour. So for Mario Chico, not only was he drafted by the Yankees, but he's actually from New York. 6'3", 215 pounds. And the 1-0. That one hits the inside corner. That's a strike in there at 92 miles an hour. So a good fastball once again by Mario Chico. Wiley at second, Mojica at first for the Lemurs. The delivery. Wow, way outside. 2-1. Chico on the season, an 0-1 record and a 2.25 ERA over 3 games. Has pitched in 4 innings, has walked 2, and has given up 2 hits. He's faced off once against the Wichita Wingnuts and twice against Sioux Falls. He took a loss in one of those games, the Sioux Falls game. The 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled back up into the sweet level. It bangs off the wall and goes down into the stands and lands in a gentleman's hands. He put his hands up, and next thing you know, there's a baseball in it. Nice catch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up over to the right, but that's going to keep going out of play. And that'll bounce into the seats and take a big hop, and into the front row it goes. And a nice easy catch for a gentleman, and he gives it to his son. Very nice. 2 balls and 2 strikes again. So Chico gets the sign as Valerio goes through a set. And the pitch. Swung on, and that's fouled back into the screen. So Abel Nieves on the pitches. Keeps fouling them away. Chico spent 5 seasons in the Yankees organization, mostly at the rookie ball level. Played 2014 with the Idaho Falls Chuckers, though, with the rookie Royals team. That's in the Pioneer League. The 2-2 delivery. High and tight. 3-2 now. So a full count to Abel Nieves. Let's see if the Lemurs can get one more on. They're 2 grand slams shy of tying up this game. So still a ways back, but if they get the bases loaded here, there'll be opportunity. And that one is in tight. Ball 4. So that will walk Abel Nieves. A base hit and now back-to-back walks for the Lemurs. And Juan Silverio's coming up to the plate. Still no bullpen action for Doug Simonek's team, the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. That'll bring up Silverio. To score 8 runs in an inning is not easy. Is it possible? Yes. But easy? No. So here's Silverio. Well, we've seen him hit a home run in each game so far for the Lemurs. This is his third, so he hasn't hit a homer yet tonight, so he's due. The first pitch he sees is high, 1-0. Lemurs and RedHawks, 2 more games in this series. This is the first of 3. The 1-0 pitch. Here's the kick on the throw, and that one is on the inside corner for a strike, just below the belt. Fastball there from Chico. Silverio taking his time getting ready. He stays in the batter's box and sets himself. And the 1-1 pitch. Swung on a line drive, hit well into left field. That one's going to get down for a hit. Takes one hop, hits the wall. Coming in to score is Wiley. Right behind him is Jimmy Mojica. Everybody else will move up, and it's a double for Silverio. So Wiley comes in to score. Mojica in to score. Nieves goes to third base on the play. And Silverio has a stand-up double and 2 RBIs. That's his first hit of the night. So the Lemurs climb a little bit closer. They're down 10-4. Here's Dennis Phipps coming up to the plate with runners at second and third. Still no bullpen action. I do see somebody running down there, though, as well as the catcher. So someone's going to start throwing for Fargo. They're not going to let this thing get any further out of hand. At least that's their goal. The pitch to Phipps. He takes a big hack and fouls it back into the screen. He was thinking home run there, that's for sure. So over at third base is Nieves. Silverio at second. The pitch. Outside for a ball. Phipps on the year with 1 home run. That home run came back in the Amarillo series for the Lemurs. Phipps has been hot, though. He's picked up 3 hits here tonight. Had multi hits in each game in the Lincoln series. 2 or more. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. That hits the outside corner. Phipps doesn't like the call. Makes it a 1-2 count. Yeah, Phipps had 3 hits in the first game against Lincoln, 2 hits in the second game, and 2 hits in the third. And has 3 hits here tonight in the opener. He has driven in a run as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dennis Phipps. The pitch. Swing, and that one's fouled off. It hits the bat, hits the catcher, and then rolls back to the screen, or almost back to the screen, right back to Devontre Richardson for the Lemurs, who's on deck. 10-4 the score, top of 9. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like a slider there. Phipps thought the catcher dropped the ball, wasn't 100% sure. So that's strike 3. Second strikeout on the night for Phipps. That'll be the first out in the inning. So here comes Richardson. Well, Phipps really wanted to do something there. I mean, all these guys want to do something, but you can tell that Phipps really wanted to do something. Here's the pitch to Richardson, and that one misses inside. 1-0 to him. Devontre looking for his first hit of the night. Runners at second and third, and 1 down. The pitch. That hits the outside corner, a fastball. Richardson, with his knees bent, holds the bat on his back shoulder. Chico sets. He'll kick and throw, and that one is swung, and that's fouled back. Look out in the sweet level. That'll ping-pong around up in the sweet level. And he goes rolling over, and it's a free baseball for somebody. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. The kick, the throw, the swing, the miss. Strike 3 there to Richardson. So 2 down, and the Lemurs down to their final out here in the ball game. They have 2 runs in to score. It's a 10-4 game. Here's Tony Delmonico. Delmonico in his last at bat was hit by a pitch in the 8th inning. The delivery takes the fastball away. Kevin Taylor on deck if the Lemurs can get to him. 2 runs in to score this inning for Laredo. And the pitch. He checked his swing. They'll check down with the first base umpire. He says no, he didn't go around. Good call there by the first base umpire. Delmonico did check his swing. So 2 balls and no strikes. Delmonico trying to dig in down there at the plate. And the pitch. And that's a breaking ball. Misses inside. Looked like one of those sharp sliders. Just kind of had a sharp break to it. So a 3-0 count. The Lemurs might be able to get another base runner here. The pitch. Outside, ball 4, so the bases will be loaded again. So this inning has not been easy for the relief pitcher, Mariel Chico. I'm sure the last thing Doug Simonek wanted to do for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks was get a guy going in the bullpen with an 8-run lead. You know, anytime you get a guy up and warming up, that's using his arm, even if he's just warming up. No one actually throwing right now, but there was somebody actually throwing just some lob pitches. The pitch. Kevin Taylor sees a strike. So Nieves at third, Silverio at second, and Delmonico at first base with 2 down. Chico kicks and throws, and that one is outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Taylor. Taylor on the night, he's 0 for 4. So searching for his first hit of the night. One. Here's the pitch. Finds a strike on the inside corner, a changeup. Now the fans here in Fargo rooting their team on to victory. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing and chopped off the plate. And it's going to go to the second baseman, Solero. And he'll throw over to first base. The ball is bobbled. And was the out made? It was. And that's the ball game. Lemurs lose this one by a final score of 10-4. We'll take a timeout and come back with the post-game show. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Now it's time for the Laredo Lemurs pregame show.
Oh, wrong one.
Thanks for joining us for Laredo Lemurs Baseball, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Flakes, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade 40, Whataburger of Alice. The Laredo Lemurs post-game show is coming your way next.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts: personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Hey Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5 and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn. Mike's Paint. Also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Now it's time for the Laredo Lemurs post-game show. Laredo Lemurs Baseball is brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarrias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. Now here's Bill Harrington with Laredo Lemurs post-game show.
All right, Lemurs fans, thanks for sticking around for the Laredo Lemurs post-game show. Coming to you live from Newman Outdoor Field as the Laredo Lemurs take a tough loss here tonight by a final score of 10-4. Lemurs had a 2-win lead, and all of a sudden we get into the 7th inning and things blow up for the Laredo Lemurs as 4 runs come in to score for the RedHawks, and one of them was a big error by the outfielder for the Laredo Lemurs in the 8th inning, Dennis Phipps, where more runs even came in to score and the lead expanded even further there in the 8th. So let's go and talk about it from the very beginning for the Lemurs, as the Lemurs would bust out into a 1-0 lead after the first inning. Abel Nieves would walk in the first, and then Juan Silvario would also walk to put runners at first and second. Dennis Phipps would then single and drive in Abel Nieves to give the Lemurs a 1-0 lead. We would then go into the 2nd inning. The Lemurs would get another run there. Luke Bailey would double to start things off, and then Byron Wiley would hit a ground ball up the first base line. It would kick off of the bag and go through the legs of the first baseman Staley. Staley then would see it go down the right field line, and that would allow Luke Bailey to come in to score for the Lemurs, and the Lemurs would be up 2-0 at that point. Well, they'd hold on to that lead for quite a while in the ball game until Greg Holly ended up giving up a run in the 6th inning. Holly was fantastic through the first 5 of the ball game tonight. In fact, he retired the side in order 3 times during his outing, and he only struck out 2 batters, but you don't need to be all that fine to get guys out. If you're getting ground balls, you'll do just fine, and that's exactly what Holly was doing here in the ball game. He was getting a lot of ground balls and helping himself out. So a run ended up coming to score in the 6th inning to make it a 2-1 game. With 1 out, Chad Mazingo reached on a double, and then he was driven in by a Charlie Valerio double, and that made it a 2-1 game in favor of the Laredo Lemurs. We would then go into the 7th, and in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks would score 4 runs. After 1 out was made, coming up to the plate was Michael Antonio. He'd reach on a single, and then a walk to Joe Staley. A new pitcher would be brought in, and it would be Henry Garcia at that time coming in for Greg Holly. So Holly's night was done after 6 1/3. He went 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, all earned. He gave up a hit and struck out 2. So Drew Murin would come up to the plate against Garcia. Garcia would give up a hit, and that would end up loading the bases. And then that was all manager Pete Cavilla needed to see. That would bring in Ryan Beckman. Beckman had his worst outing of the season up to date. He has been fantastic for the Lemurs. It just wasn't on his game 100% here tonight as he gave up a fielder's choice to Zach Penpraise. That brought in Antonio from third base. And then a double to Chad Mazingo off of Beckman, and that scored 2 runs. Both Penpraise scored and Staley scored, and that would make it a game where the RedHawks would end up taking the lead in the ball game. They'd score 2 runs there and it'd be 4-2 in favor of Fargo. They'd get 1 more run later in the inning when Frank Salerno would end up getting a single, and he drove in Chad Mazingo from third base, and that would bring him in, and it'd be a 5 Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, and they wouldn't stop there. As the Lemurs retired the side finally, then we'd go to the 8th inning, and Dan Miner would come on to pitch for the Laredo Lemurs, and he'd give up a slew of runs in the inning. 5 runs ended up coming in to score against Miner, and that's when the error by Dennis Phipps didn't help anything. So the Laredo Lemurs with a tough outing there in the 8th inning. All told there in the 8th, 5 runs on 3 hits. There was an error and 1 left on. Miner ended up giving up 5 runs. 3 of them were earned in the inning, and his ERA after the end of the night, after 2 games he's pitched in, is sitting at 18. They're having a fireworks show here, just in case you're wondering, and we'll go ahead and see if we can turn the camera a little bit for you to enjoy a little bit of the show. So every Friday night, wherever we're at, it seems like there's a fireworks show. They put on a nice one in Laredo, and they seem like they have a nice one here as well. So that's how everybody got their runs. And it was really the 7th and 8th inning that put the dagger in the heart of the Laredo Lemurs tonight, as the Lemurs were in control, a 2-0 game, and then a 2-1 game, and then all of a sudden things blew up in their face, and they end up losing this game by a final score of 10-4. They did put up a little bit of a fight there in the top of the 9th inning, but they had a long way to get back into this one. They were down 8 runs at that point, so it would have taken a lot for the Lemurs to come back and win this ball game. So the hot hitters tonight for the Laredo Lemurs. Take a look. Dennis Phipps ended up going 3 for 5, but he did strike out twice on the night. The Lemurs got 7 hits, so 10 runs on 13 hits and 3 errors for Fargo. 4 runs on 7 hits and 1 error for the Laredo Lemurs. On the other side, Fargo had a hot hitter. Chad Mazingo went 4 for 5 on the evening, and he really did well. 2 singles, 2 doubles, and he struck out 1 time. He did bat in 2. Salerno went 2 for 5. He had 2 RBIs, and Valerio, the catcher, the number 3 hitter, had 2 hits in the ball game. It's funny, you look at the top of the order for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, had a bunch of hits, but it was the bottom of the order that scored all the runs. So kind of strange how that ends up happening. So the losing pitcher's Holly, the starting pitcher for tonight, went 6 1/3, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked a batter and struck out 2. Tyler Stanton ended up going 6 2/3. He was the starter. He gave up 4 hits, 2 runs. He gave up 1 earned and walked 3 and struck out 6. He did not get a decision. The win goes to Noteware, the first pitcher out of the bullpen for the Fargo team. He pitched an inning, gave up a hit, no runs, and walked a batter. The game was played in 3 hours and 1 minute in front of a crowd of 3,638 fans here in Fargo. So we'll be right back at it again tomorrow night with the Lemurs taking on the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. A 6 o'clock start here from Fargo. So make sure you join us a little bit earlier for tomorrow night's ball game. Let's go and get your scores from around the American Association, and we'll wrap things up. As it looks like the Joplin Blasters trying to beat the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Joplin's up 9-5 in the top of the 9th. Wichita, they're beating the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks 4-2. Sioux City 8, Grand Prairie 2. That's a final in the 8th inning. and St. Paul 3, Sioux Falls 1. So there's your scoreboard from around the American Association. Looks like Gary and Rockland never got started. It does not say why. Usually if it's a rain out, it'll say that it was rained out or something like that, but there's no indication that there was a rain out, just that a game was scheduled and it was not played. So that's all I can tell you about that one. A little bit later, yeah. You can get all your American Association baseball news at AmericanAssociationBaseball.com. Well, that's it for the broadcast tonight. The Lemurs will look to bounce back tomorrow after a 10-4 loss here this evening to the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. My name is Bill Harrington for Cameron Songer, who's back at home in Laredo, Texas. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight, and the Lemurs will look to bounce back and get a victory tomorrow night. Lemurs lose tonight by a final of 10-4, and from Newman Outdoor Field, I'm Bill Harrington. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for Laredo Lemurs Baseball, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. Join us next time for all your Laredo Lemurs action.